yɛde nkɔmmɔ no nyinaa ahyehyɛ so. Medin ɛde Fati Shaibu Ali, mene Kwe Joseph Adankwa, Prince of Ibapwa Brown, Nana Mwako Jr., Joel Sanko, Miriam Akwete, ɛne ɔmo ɔmo bɔ yɛkyidɔm nyinaa ɛna yɛde dwumadie ɛbrɛw ɛnɛ anɔpɛ ɛnkyɛ yɛbɛkɔ akɔfa ɛyɛ happy kasebo ɛde abrɛw ɛnyi wɔ fidie no ɛmfiri ha yɛbɛba sesia.
Na kasi abono die pa na wope ho
no kratom no kasi abono ade a mepe wo ho pa enti 12 mitie 6 mitie any say tembia na mo sha ade no mitie mo news ni wi a and some na mumu bedi kan aka no 12 o'clock no sana other stations na beka enti the manage hu ne say mu lidi yen e ma ye hu nkom e koso no and sana other stations na beka the chat kura manage hu ne say presenters no in fact you are very good nemo mama ye hu weni.
Yama bibia ache enfembra happy 98.9 FM so ndana pay embra so se ensem ansem trofo achia kopaba masem mufo nso atena se asem kroje na pay media so mu se happy jogrongon kase no edi kan na kase bo betumi ba Facebook ne so oba bo modern se ode wadwenkyere beto wonom na wa like o like wie pena no apia so ama onua no nso atumi ahwe bi kama etie eniama hodo ne nsem a ekoso ewo manmu eniama hodo so sanso na nsem ende ana pay media besumu nyina no yade ne nyina egu www.happyghana.com ko ho so a obeya bia kenkan ama na ko dedem and then somebody does so nemom de bedi mu akotena bi ni se coordinator no eda drepa no onoyafo ni Lante van der Proy ono na ndey ode nsem atodwa na chese o ta banyachi echem se amanfo ahodo a ye bom afi US abrochi memo no e de abaga na ha no ese ye gi omo ti ono de ofo aban so pa na ye konfimfiri mantemu ene ensem ahodo e beti wo ho no bi enso eni se nde okopiem ogomu Easter eye asoye omo ehwe mpomudien nsem so wo honom echem se eniema hodo a efiri honom eba enim senkan a echese dare a aba gomu afete ne patem no nokure bia enim na mononi sem no yebete se ndey no Indonesia de adehye bia wo honom ebeye pempem enkoda ekomi kuomo weni awudo bia ka ho enam de besomo na pese happy chokokon kase no edi kan na me amedi kase boya besomo edi ameje so ene kachre akwasi ye boa yemra sisi a ne ye hye kase bonase FM awo Yesha kasebona se ne yesha se de free Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama so ye ono nende United Nations General Assembly ekoso a wei eye de etoso de wotwe ene Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama akwakopiemu ewo ase a ene New York ena chese dwumade ani na ekoso ewo honom na no na Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama ndrada okogina simpiani asaso apaso ene ensema tudwa ena ochemu ese media na ekoso no yade a kama pa na nani agenso sa wonya kwanya akwakopemu wase ewo honom ode ensem awudo bi atudwa afendei abibiman yabakosem ensem ho a chese Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama krasan chemu se womra na UN yete no foforo ewo afi apem hankron aduana enum no na abibiman a na ye ka ho no na bibiman ho do no na ye enan pe na ka ho ene ohwemu Egypt, Ethiopia, Liberia na afenso no South Africa epe semre no na no mo ka ho semre mpo no na Ghana mpo yenya ye fa ho die enti Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama chemu say ekodu embre bi ene na afri apem enwotwe ene eduowotwe enan mu na chese abibiman no se ne na ye niema ene omo efra mu abrofo no ye omo niema na se abrofo no kan nya hye wo man mu ane abibiman mu hanom na abrofo na didi yeso a o chemu se sembre nimpo no enhyiemu ba ko ekoso na no Berlin friend Berlin conference no ani abrofo ne na nya asem ketwa no mu de bibimanfo so pa Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama krampo ehya ase di firi hono mu acheche mu abakosem ne ade ne na abrofo na ni age pa ne epanifo wo hono na mu ani age isanse abakosem a Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama ohwegu hono mendro na nya asem ketwa ozazu chemu se enne na ya ade a ohwe enhwehweye mu a se Ghana ene abibiman ye nyini titire pa ne mbebu no ebe me oman mu no kosoro pa enti wenia ya ade a esi ehwenso na yedwuma sem se ne betumi abie nwuma ahodo ama manfo anya bia ye ne ade no etumi koso na wamra Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama chechensemu wo UN General Assembly ni mu no ochemu sei.
At this 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly, I'd like to speak about Africa's role in the future of this organization. However, it's impossible to do that without first considering the collective role that Africa played in its founding, which was small and relatively insignificant. Of the 51 member states involved in the founding of the United Nations in 1945, only 4 were African: Egypt, Ethiopia, Liberia, and South Africa. It is important to point out that the United Nations came into being in the aftermath of World War II because of the inability of its predecessor, the League of Nations, to avert a large-scale global conflict, which had been its guiding purpose when it was founded in 1920 at the end of the First World War.
Ghana man pani John Dramani Mahama ne yeti ye no wombra de nsema to dwa ewo UN General Assembly ekoso ewo eye US abrochi memu na Ghana Great Company Limited and the Great Co eno mo de kokobon nsem akwa man miambi ende ye tu fomu agudi e fe no galamse yi bi ewo honom na kokobon nsem mo de kwa ma mo nyina ne se omo ahwe ne yi a ende no dum so besi wonom ene miamia hodo a yetu fomu agudi ewo honom no ombeda sumwa chepa ne nyina ne se bebi ahodo a omo towers ahodo wo no yetu fomu agudi de ba honom grid fofo jem se ebe hom pa na panipa be de kire a ono ada engineering and operations ano engineer Frank Ochire odi ensebu ani atudwa womre kwasra mra hye bedwam committee a omo hwe ahoɔden ensem so eno chem se eyade e ha adwen na ne nchechemu po no osanchemu se omo tawese ahodo e wo honom a enne yom ankasa bomodin asisi so mo ahwe no mo anye ni yi a ase na ya friend foundation no ebia ehwehwemu chese ebetumi asei enti we nkrampo de adom de kokobonsem kwama adehye garamse wo mbiambia grid kofo towers ni sise omo ahwe ni yi a esum de ombede bimpa.
In fact, it's near disaster because, you know, as we talked about, the line right of way, you need to clear it so that when you need to do maintenance on the line, you can go there. Now, the right of way clearing becomes lucrative to the galamseyers. And in a number of areas, our people go and see that overnight, people come and do their galamseying activities very close to our towers. Now the towers, you see them as just steel members, but they are carrying a lot of forces and weights. And so the foundation is really calculated. In fact, they do a lot of studies on the ground to design. Every tower foundation is different depending on where it is.
Engineer Frank Ochreono and a penny abede chroda engineering operations ano and yoko grader grade co and a chese oho no dini juma nene ti na national coordinator at the district roads improvement program drip yewra ni lante van der Poy ono na ndewa chemu se aban hyehyeye so hwe na nde amanfo ahodo a ye bom afri US abrochi memo ene efremo deportees safo yi ene aban ayese ye bom nko abaga na ha senia US for echeche no mama ahodo no Ghana ebenya ye chefa aban se safo ne ye agi omo na ya agi omo yi pa na eno na ye rally na Ted Van Der Poy echemu se
98.9
one de otaban achi papa se ende aban ye hwe na safo ni nyina no wa agi omo wo memu enti wo hwe a ende no omo ya bo omo afi US abrochi memu omo aba bedu memu kwampo bako edu 9 ai bia da che krampo beba se abeka ho enti sania yawra Samuel kuja to ablakwa a yo so afo hwa ma hodo nsem so edin kan kra de atodwa se yegusu kra hwe nim se beye aduanan kra be ebeba oman mo endei no okwamra hye bedwema dom kuma wo ho no mo taya pam ko apai o mo nte ase sa asem yi na yawra ni lante Van Der Poy echemu se we ni kasen on the of aban so pa.
As a country, have shown that magnanimity towards our sister countries historically. We are in this country when we open our borders for refugees of the Ivorian crisis. We open our borders for the refugees of the Liberian crisis. In fact, we even took a whole community and gave it to the Liberians. So I don't see the difference between people who have been allowed to enter this country as a result of a crisis, a war, famine, or whatever, and people who we all understand and we all agree that are going through a process of American, let me say.
Yara ni lante Van Der Poy no ene coordinator da drepa no nene ena yeti na everyone mana yanko sekyere kumewu ene sekyere kumewu district security council daisek wo hodom ene omo chem se ensema wodo ene nam monten so abefu ntintan no so se nde wo hodom asomdwe ni ho ne niam ahodo bia ekoso enye no omo chem se eye hurodo horada seme no kra bi anim ye mbontungu na hodie asomdwe ho pa na enkrata free omo so ye ba no ende yomu chebu se ohempopro wo honom na nabrema safo twene bua kodua ende no wakoso a ene timamufo ni din so no chebu se ahensem ene ne mahodo bia amanfo bi ehu ne se enu nti masumdwe ni kumewu no enye nokre nempo emrashe abankra chipani wo honom san kra chiremu se ende na ya de a se bambofo ewo ho ne de kumewu ho no mwankasa no enya de a basabasa ye bia betumi asi eti yewra kwasi amanko no eye abankra chipani ohoro no krampo na daisek no ye pani odan no echemu se sansem awodo ne nam monten so se kumewu asomdwe ni ho no kra bi enim every kumewu asantimantem mbra mfimfini mantem and you go more East District Health Directorate. Edia Sababa Betruga HMC. Now, say, oh, hold more betty and say, go more fete, chips compound, the horror, yet sit diarrhea. A busso, hold them when Yasem could 20 patim horror. A month when you be pa. Now, no one and they know. I'm going to because the attrition como. And a District Health Director, Felix Ajman, HMC. Sansem no otia sini hu no kra bi enim
Happy FM.
enti ono kra po de
98.9.
wa kyerɛ mu sɛ sansem ano ne nam monten so no sɛ diarrhea na nneɛma wɔ gomu afete ne patem no ɛnyɛ no kra
na we are asemi obisemi on Monday 23 September 2025 in a news item of City Online say it recorded 20 cases of diarrhea at Fete Chips Ewo Guma East a district. Inti esi sano am I alarmed because he 20 cases in one day of diarrhea cases in one day and nature said bibi Koso district. Inti yetu anamoko Chips compound ho ekoye home investigation. You go through a more health records. You call the nearby hospital for investigation. You be said community members, you be say nurse for. Investigation, you say, you say see.
Anti-district head director Felix Ajman. Gumwa East in the then what she and a bankrupt penny Bame Margaret Nana Akom. And so Echem said, Omo any penny for who na eke come wabubum etmia bibia aso bibia no won patem honum.
Pamfukum importer or chokona de one communities are what say ayesu no ho pa enti meno ka say NCC sorry omo ye release omo kan na omo na mkroma omo educate the people say I mention na ye ni kwase de bibia wontumi mfa nye bibia se mofra no mpo se wokodware mu mpo ne aka cho mo se momo enyesa and because of that ntina mama nsuo ya supply we need what them community no ho pa pamfu komazin temtecham say no ya supply more than 4 times
Na bankrupt penny o horom na ma na ntwato e no san kyerɛ mu sɛ nde yakuafo a wo honom titiriw saa ɛyɛ ayensu bi na wo honom no omu njai say omu didi dwuma no nsuo no krampo no say galamsey Christ I know
pamfukum importer or chokona de one communities are what say ayesu no ho pa enti meno ka say NCC sorry omo ye release omo kan na omo na mkroma omo educate the people say I mention na ye ni kwase de bibia wontumi mfa nye bibia se mofra no mpo se wokodware mu mpo ne aka cho mo se momo enyesa and because of that ntina mama nsuo ya supply we need what them community no ho pa
we ya bankrupt penny ono ewo Gumwa East Mame Margaret na akom ne na eti na enye environmental analyst ono ewo esunafo nof medicine mu ende ode ensemo ahodo atudwa rejoice ntiamoa ede ochemu se eniema ahodo bi ekoso wo hodobro wanka ho nseme be hadwe pa esan se ndi no esi etumi edi ehuni na enkofa yade ahodo bi eya eba emma no san etwemu se ende no yade ahodo a ebeba ne nyina ye ankrankro sane a ye niema efa no eno ka ho enti ode afutu de akwama eye timamufo omo wo esunafo novel no ewo ahafo mantem ena ma Mary Joyce ntiamoa de afutu yi akọ de ama omo
Happy Kasiabo
Mucho Konkron, Matthew 5:37.
Yanko wie Kasiabo no ewa amano ne nsemu enei ukoye eye Indonesia ene India ene ekura wo honom ko kata enipa bako edumienu eno omo afemu ahwere kwa ne nyina eye nsuo brane bi ato ewo Eastern India ene de mpatemu na ne nyina no yade a ensuo ye to ye afa montene so ene enkenkran hanom a enkakaso ne mpatemu ensuo kakra to a untumi mfa ka emfa ho ene nde yama adehye bako edumienu afemu ede ahwere mo nkwa na nsemu afiri ho no meba ene se be head on hwere aduonu me 90 ena che se saa nsɛm wei nia esi ye ewo eye ku kata honom a ade hye wo honom enso no bugye mu pa esan ensuo bra ne etoye amende yi enipa bako dumienu afemu ahwere omonkwa ewo India ene ne patem yɛmfa kasebɔ ne nyinaa nsi ewo happy 98.9 FM so so wa already kasebɔ mu akotene bi ne sende no national coordinator Ed Madrid achemu se US for ede enkrofo bɔ man mu no ɔne de ɔmofo aban so pa na every man temu go East head director to chemu se ensem wo efiri hɔ no bɛbɔ chemu se daria okɔ go mu afɛtɛ ne patemu a ate se wo hɔ no no kure bia ennimu saa we ni awodo bi ɛka ho ɛna mede ɛbɛsom se happy hwɛ kronkron kase no edi kan na me amede kasebo ye bɛsom edi amegye so ɛne kɛtre akwasi yɛbo a mesɔre so die na madam Fati Shaibu Ali ɛna afei so no ɛyɛ yɛwura kodwo sefa dankwa ne prince poakwa brown na de happy morning show no ɛba bɛsom mo bibia mo ni tia
Happy FM.
Happy FM wazabo Happy FM Frustrated with outdated banking experiences? You deserve an app that makes your life easier, not harder. Say hello to the CBG mobile app, your new cool way to handle everything banking. With biometric security, lightning fast mobile money access, and one-touch bill payments, banking has never been this smooth. Stop imagining when you can live a life where your entire banking world is in your pocket, ready whenever you need it. No stress, no fuss. Don't settle for less. Experience a more superior, convenient way of banking today with the CBG mobile app. Banking made cool, fast and secure. Welcome to the good life. CBG. We stand with you.
Efri nyanhini ekosi nro efri haban edi konkwa Ghana bibidro di tumi sorry ahwodene ene nukremu ebre no dro say ye di Ghana Herbal Conference di edi kan kra ebro jumadie ebekoso December bosomene da etoso miensa ekopim enum ewo Prempe Assembly Hall Kumasi asemtitra ede jumadie ni so ne Harmony in Herbalism, Balancing Tradition and Innovation. Bra, na bahwe akwanya hodo a ye bibinro na hunu nura hodo a ya yo ewo Ghana ha na ne adunsifo akukudan ene wonom a wo ye bibinro mu hwehwemu eni nkoma ehun hia sa adwumadie wonom omaso yasene emiade bramo eye the Ministry of Health, Ghana Federation of Traditional Medicine Practitioners Association, GAFTRAM, Food and Drugs Authority, FDA, and the Center for Plant Medicine Research. Bomodia na kwa be fontintan kese ne so www.ghanaherbalconference.com. DHE ewa be fontintan kese ahodo no so at Ghana Herbal Conference. So pese obeda wunru awayo no edi anase ope baby a ubetimi di unro na sie ewo dwumade na se a bomodia na frey ewo tetefon homa iso 0202-222-095. Ana before forms ewo YFM Kumasi Inshaya so ben MTN Inshira FM anase Love FM. Ghana Herbal Conference, our roots, our remedy.
Welcome to Friday morning.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
Welcome to Friday morning.
Basifa, if I make a happy FM one, and the guy happy keeper. Now, make up a kaki for pen drive with my chip teaching because Mokano crepa. When the man you go Ghana na sha antema, nanti ubedina ho, na wudu sa atu akoko. Na just who say the president. Sana na ya no my mo, na just nationalism. Oh, and then you go Ghana na sha antema, hey, we say we go be done in student problem with him. Who will be at a nationality navy? Nina and this am I not a no day? We could be in a back of my enemy. Obi and you, Obi.
Good morning. Answer maintain. David. Show the Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and Tim in Kawa. But yet, Tim in Kawa. I mean, Madani, you, me press conference or press conference. Yes. Since you are on saying.
Or the girls in your bed.
What the girls were telling me,
Oh, bra.
The moon in the course studio. Nana Mako, I was saying, young master camera above you. Said the mayor, there goes who studio head now. And therefore, I have wait video my near the entry. Aside from the crown, a boy. Assemble, my brother, shake. Terrible chaka.
Sir.
Yes. Ene na mikofia metie nyom. Na metie nyom dia. Terrible chaka. Ena metie no. Ati ye metie fu akwa na ye no masense that day no mutinti mo feeding to happy 98.9 FM na mutie happy morning show ni show saka ye wo happy 98.9 FM so nyina na ye de obokrata ahodo ne na no pa badwomu no ye de hyase dia na yenkonkofa nyame asem eno eni di kan na ofa ye chronicle de obokrata no ene anopayi a asem a eda animu mebusem itiri edu mienu ni yimu aduonu mienu
ade ya twa obrofo nka brofo ne first memusem ye den
Proverbs chapter 12 verse 22 or say the Lord detests lying lips. I don't know, sorry. There you nyanto vasu. O sire any dey has them way. Okay, we dey moment to us because me na me more platform no. Me na me nyamia sem no ba. Aha, di. Me na where time. Me na where time no. Papa jate for mun tie me. Proverbs chapter 12 verse 22. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in those who tell the truth. Na ofa eye twidi ne dia ma memfa emonitew emfama Ghana form agimre etie ye hwe na anopai se mebusem itre baako edu mienu ni yimu baako oh na dia na abai ti ene na menko Old Testament na memma eye mebusem no enye adwuma na ene itre edu mienu enyiyimu aduonu mienu pacho se de twere no osie eni Ewurade achiwade ne atoro ano na wona wodi nokure so nani pacho mamintimu mfama mebusem eteredu mienu nyiyimu aduonu mienu Ewurade na chiwade ne atoro ano na wona wodi nokure so nani we ene nyame asema Chronicle the Bokrata na de bae na ene yi over the Chronicle the Bokrata no a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene wabonu fugu kama pa ne watch ebono yi sa watch mehwe an ma metumi aze metusu no makwa kotobia cause e kama pa or represent the Ghanaian culture in full ewo the UN General Assembly ewo bra His Excellency kujina ho na wone eye ewiase afa na nyina edi nkomo edi afa eye dia ekoso ewo eye Ghana manmu ebibi manmu eni wiase afa na nyina na eno ena mampanyini John Dramani Mahama woka sa na wosehwe enei no yentimi ma oman baako tumi se wono emfanya diope ewo wiase nenei no ewo se obi biara ne ho bomu biara no yetumi ma na kwanya na sa asemba womo so etimi dio ma no tumbie na gyinasie bi ewo hɔ a yenyina ya ka bomu na yesi wose no single nation should exercise absolute veto ntiene obehwe na oman baako oze Fati eni Kwadwo Sefa Dankwa mo ha adwene wo wiase dodo ntiene ofiri ni krom na wabesesa mo na odemokɔ ana wasoma bombo wase munko na munko ko se da bisade no enyi mfiri hɔ wose yenyina timitena se na yeto ato adwene ne no ho kwan kra se muyi abibiman edi efiri mo esanse ewiase nyina adaache ejina abibiman so ende wo kantimu yie papa wase mo amu akire hɔ no ebia mekaye mantie no ma mensantimu bio emfoma mo wase wiase nyina empuntu se bejina wiase nyina kankro nyina sesi ya no esi abibiman ye na so nti enei no se aginesie bi ekoso ewo eye wiase amansan kuba time tere UN no a muntibi nyi eye abibiman emfam free mu ye nto aso na ye mfiri America abrochima mu ye mbra Ghana mamu na Youth Employment Agency beneficiaries cry foul over unpaid allowances nti enei wono mu a womo yedi womo akọ se omo emabunu ahodo womo nkonko ye adwuma and the Youth Employment Agency YEA ena ne womo kire mu se hwe allowances bia enko se aban no etumi edema won no enya ade abesi ne won saka eno nso ha won yi papa na yento aswe kratafe toso mienu chronicle do bokrata no AG tells court dismiss Tokonu's application. The Attorney General Omei nyina lawyer kese ena eni wakwa kugina mu aseni bia se ensemo a former Chief Justice ye maame Tokonu wode to aseni bia eno ono ene nei AG wono nso ede nando se makwa akoka ho a wotire mu se ensemo a ye maame de koye no enya de ye ensemo a ensuo gina mu ntinkebe ya enka court no emungu Mampontin chief sues Prophet Roger over doomed prophecy. Endienei Prophet Roger o ena aba se wakwa akose eye enkombi e de afa Mampontin ohene awo Mampontin nana sasi ayeboafo awotosu mienu ewo Kwabre municipality no wo Ashanti region ena nei nana ede odifo Roger adina kwa gina asenibia ni nyina ne se Fati ene atiefo muntie na enye osofo Roger nko a ena ene no yesu no yese eye Angel Broadcasting Network ene Ali Baba Dankambari ono nso eye adwuma ewo ho na lawsuit ni nyina no ejina eye dwumadie bia eye Prophet Roger ekokodi ye ne nsem bia wo kan ye edifa eye berima sasi ayeboafo awotoso mienu eho na eno enene no ye de nakwa court a ye di Prophet Roger akwa kogina court a eye 10 million Ghana cedis damages ena enei no nana egie edia free osofo eye Roger ho na nana say ensemu a wakafa ne ho no eyade a agu ne ho fiye papa se sansemu a wo ka ne prophecies a wo ye na pese me hu prophecy no ankaza because prophecy no was it enche bia na be free mu Our prophecy no. I had the Ozi Nana de Entebia and Abbey Film was a hair. Nana Berima Sasi Ayaboa for Tosumi, the old bois. The old canon Ugum Hufi, defamation, inti Meduako Jina Senibia. There is an opinion piece, page number 4, Daily Chronicle Double Cratano, or say farewell, River Ayinsu. Farewell, River Ayinsu. Na papa bako ura kusi yanka eno this opinion piece edi ato na nsan ye mahunu se empanyimfo ahodo no a wo mo kam yeye no ene omu nyina omu de wo mo ho aba beje ko a wo se ekutia illegal small scale mining no emu, and I think say is a good thing you hunu say. Trader admitted to 50,000 Ghana cedis bill over alleged fraudulent tractor sale. In the end, Oko Dansuma Circuit Court, Dansuma Circuit Court, so and some cost presided over by Her Honor Basilia Ajaytewia. And what day a year bill conditions be ediato or the 51-year-old trader Idrisu Abdallah. One no any see a nay, Wakakoton trailer, the tractor mum. Na tractor no the ekoba nyina ne se wa breach trust contrary to section 128 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960 Act 29. Abdullah ene no yesi oye na adwene se oko akwakoton tractor e de akwakoma Rabiu Jimo Mohammed ono nso Ghanaian trader a Norway. Now, October Bosomini no 2024. Mohammed Ebo Modia at the air tractors bako second hand. Massive Ferguson tractors. And Obo Modia different one and the bo maimu. Say Odeba Eddie Ababi siho na ne garage. Amanfo etimi ahwebi na zometimi ato. Ne garage no ewo kolebu Aigbe Town Mortuary Road ne so. Afi asase mitre January ena yede ensem ede kokoma Mohammed say hwe ene wo no wadanzo nangu abontin because o tractor na o de ba ya esi entoye no yato na ka sika o say wo ho de nka o say unsaka eno ena Abdallah ye tabiri no nikoko gina aseni bia ena wotire mu se no kre tractor ne de obo modia ton 130,000 Ghana cedis ena ono no de sika no kokose ono ni business a oyemu nti enei ye de nikoko gina aseni bia ena court e ka se ye man na otwemienu Abdallah omodia tie sika no fama Mohammed. Travel agent allegedly defrauds client of 388,621 Ghana cedis. Eno, osu be too kind. This ka we nyina obi wa. Ena amfa ma na yen konkota asase wo ti region.
Osu the asase asem nko na account.
And yen konkota asase wo ti region because e betimi adua bro, e betimi adua bayire akoko ayu.
Me bro adua banche. Aba intimaton banche why wo hen bia. Na wa ma me ho.
Because Kuayo de common no da. Kuayo, a common no. And I just capudu pass to the film. Is it my imagine crossing Chamwana Mayon? 7 years 300 acres no mechichim. With the Kakrabe, Namdu. Na 1,000 hectares and then they cuckoo nkwa. No ma kusi finesi, cuckoo infini. Then you quine with them say, me go no crana, me the CCTV cameras boom. Said they are crom for bomb, meeting me. Hey, Nigeria. Nationwide blackout looms as Nigerian electricity workers begin to strike. In 10 years, NEPA for and home. On crowd, can you answer that? Na NEPA workers, A court refuses to order arrest of retired senior police officers accused of falsifying age. Lagos begins demolition of illegal buildings at Trade Fair Complex. Presidency hiring mercenaries to impersonate me. Article raises alarm. We and in some order for the chronicle. The book na waking kind. Be
Memfa Daily Graphic and so after 80 years, UN must reset. President John Dramani Mahama and Okopie Mua or de Num Asem Etuja or Kansa Asem way. Now, or say, Nya Ghana and I will say a reset. Mo UN Nangasana Mo Hono. I will say it to me a reset mo. Kenyan president and so call or can semni bia. So and Donald Trump so 82 be more. Muntem say Nedia. You and the penifon be fias and no money in I call because as will be a doer now with to be a more kama. And to know you and Nangasano, ye chess a muhia reforms, papa. Now, President, say Africa, here seat, ewo honum ye. Na moon to me, embe the fed fenta for who all the time. Ewa Brian Shada need true voice be here, ewo you and her. I think so, in this or mine back home. It to me, a year kokotako. Ewo, a year you and honum. No, not to one, now I can say, Ghana for cramming pomwasem. Then you are buira no yet your pet. Into Vito Power no. And to me, Emfama a year on my back home, Emma on your pet. Other stories I'll be to me in your air paper no more any youth unemployment will hamper Galamsey fight, says Sam Jonah and Eka implement reforms for sustainable development. World Bank tells government. Ghana launches National Energy Compact. It comes under Africa's Mission 300 initiative and also a special supplement on tourism and also a story at Oko paper nimua. Ube to me be na wakan. Other stories are Ubenya Ewaha any. Nigeria Supreme Court allows late appeal in Sharif Aminu's case. Global debt hit record of nearly $338 trillion. Catholic Bishops Conference and President on Galamsey. No a opinion piece via Ewaha. GNA General Manager commends China's Belt and Road Initiative. And also Ewaha. Use Common Fund judiciously. Vice President charges MMDAs. And also Ewahanoma ube to me any be akan other stories and pay o to me efa a year daily graphica ube nye be akan a year animal ashon actual bibi wa say I warned you President Mahama and also Ewahanoma ube to me any be akan former French President Sarkozy handed 5-year jail term. I almost say a idea all year ne campaign ni idea mrea na already a year France so no sikebi ekofa a year ne campaign ni mu na ifi Libya memwa na eni say etumi eba ne saa enti no ai enti eno no eho akwa asem amanfo bi mu so ana asem na omo ho bo mu no ebi mu wo hono ma ade ne yeyi omo efiri mu omo ho son a omoko the campaign manager ono so ne ho akokem a omo say saa sikaya efi Libya eba ye in fact very ahomtie ai nanso amanfo dodora na eka se da bi ade ayi French man na ye no scandalous na nka wabagana ha so ba bejeli former president kawanga sabeti ai sa ena etie. Other stories are Ubenya Enye, 3 bodies retrieved from collapsed Galamsey pit at Chifumampong. Enti munjai. Enti amanfo we munjai Galamsey for. Enti munjai. See. Yewa ha. Asori for kasa. Ghana Water Company, kasa. Traditionalists, priests, kasa. Says see akromo fra abosom no kromo ma because omuntumi embeda nsu ani ahum yewa ha health professionals abekasa say Galamsey na ye ne hu sunsanso no to our health ewo ho say see gridco abekasa say affect your power grid enti ye nam krom ha na ye ayayare ye asofo obu efu yen abusum bu efu yen yenya nsu papa enom na fe light so yenya bi na yadem nti ade amu ye na fe mu ye mwase ye tutu amamanfo atomu ewu enye omu na mko tu galamsey no mutu galamsey na abe nipem bebi a nipa nam all the time enkola etomu wu apemfo otomu wu emmema omu ko omu efuom omu de omu mba mbetu galamsey o omu ani mmira de omu ko omu efuom akodo no makotopi itimu ewu why to aswe. Other stories in the Minfa final one and shame hanum. Step up efforts to stop galamsey. Ugama hini and okasa asemwe. Ninina no anope ofa a year daily graphica ubenya. Samsung and daily graphic special edition back on a year inside special supplement and also ewaha transforming tourism for sustainable future. Ghana, Africa must lead the way. Eno ewo hanoma ubetumi enye bi na wakan ehunsem no enyina. Celebrating World Tourism Day at Marina Park, driving Ghana's tourism forward one splash at a time. Eno ewo hanoma ubetumi enye bi na wakan poor roads, hotels hamper tourism in Upper West region. And also ewo ha Shona Island redefining family amusement in Ghana. And also ewa ha no masefa boa nkofo na no ai Cleandra ene Brinique ne Gibson Candelaria
Happy FM 98.9.
Significance of the hospitality industry, Islamic perspective, and also a wonderful write-up here. A wallpaper no more ube to me enye bi na wakai ene anope. Tourism Chamber unveils strategy to boost domestic experience, encourages Ghanaians to explore country. Country in the say explore. Na the be explore no, and na ya asem no. But the nya be explore pa. Enti ni nyina daily graphic.
The news center. Mamemfa ntiamfa kuma semufo of the news center wherever is Dakon. Enano pe ntia kesi ne de ma wona. Offer the news center the obokrata and sema hodo a obetimi enya wo mu na wakenkan bi eni embrace invest in AI now or risk irrelevance in the digital revolution. Ralph Mupita, MTN Group President and Chief Executive Officer. And all this as a way at any banner headliner. Oshe a dobokrata na sewa da hoke sie pa. Or kratife toso minu the news center dobokrata no. Now, President Mahama blames rich nations for migration crisis. Tiwenyina Kansamwa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Ukupiemu ewo UN General Assembly, wadina nudisem tujano, waka eka home. Asthma petitions minister to strip Handa families Ghanaian citizenship. Na nsɛm no ɛwɔ kratafa ɛtɔso 9 ɛnei owura lawyer Kofi Asma ɛna ɔde adesrɛdeɛ ɛde akɔ akɔto ɔsuafo ɔhwɛ afisɛm so owura Mubarak Muntaka Minister of Interior sɛ ɛyɛ busuakuo bi ɛwɔ wɔman mu a ɛneyɛ bi a wɔn ɛyɛ ne su bi a wɔn ɛnam mu no ɛnsɛ ɛmfata nti sɛ nkɛbɛyɛ a bɔmmɔden a na Ghana citizenship wa yɛde ama wɔn mu no bɔmmɔden na agye free wɔn nsɛm enti we asɛm a yɛde as a fresh legal storm has erupted in Ghana's immigration and naturalization landscape as lawyer Kofi Asma, counsel for Indian businessman Mr. Amar Deep Singh Hari has formally petitioned Interior Minister Mubarak Muntaka to revoke Ghanaian citizenship granted to 2 Indian nationals, Miss Niharika Handa and her son, Mr. Punar Vasu Handa, in a petition dated September 19th, 2025, and received at the Ministry of Interior on September 23rd, 2025, Lawyer Asma cited constitutional and statutory provisions to back his demand. He alleges that
FM
the citizenship
98.9.
of the Handers were procured through fraud, misrepresentation, and concealment of material facts, which render them invalid and liable to revocation. Inti we ene nsem ora Kofi Asma ejina so ntia o kire interior minister say omodia na on revoke omo citizenship. Impact sustainability key to project selection. MTN Foundation chair Professor Franklin Manu on a board chair of MTN Ghana Foundation and na okasa or bride conversations. Starting on the back page of the news center of Bokrata, Access Bank appoint Pearl in Chroma as new MD wing. And in some of the news center of Bokrata and Pia na working kind.
Main father Ghanaian Times and to us so. Reform Security Council. President Mahama demands at UNGA. Fighting Galamsey needs chiefs, power, not just laws, says Sam Jonah. And Ghana launches National Energy Compact for reliable energy. Government injects 2 billion cedis into District Assembly's Common Fund. Vice President Professor Jane Nana Opukwajiman and Ekasa Semwe. Electrician jailed for stealing assorted items in tavern. And also Ewaha. Kaswa Meda suspect appears in court. Labra remanded for stealing mobile phones. And also Ewaha. Tourism sector rakes in 15.42 billion cedis from international receipts. Ghana Statistical Service survey Omaye Ena Eka. UNDP hands over solar mechanized garden to women in Yupala. Indede Company, Amen Amen Institute donate towards farmers and World Food Days. And also Ewahanum. FAO Mofa train agric officers in Savannah region. Good roads, stronger Ghana, the promise of the big push. And no Ewahanuma Moses Klu Mensa Atro. Saso and a nation in want of educational direction. The case of the technical universities in Ghana. And no Ewaha. Education Minister receives guidelines to regulate activities of PTAs. CTVET engages stakeholders on reliable data for TVET delivery. Health walk to raise awareness on childhood cancers held in Accra. GRA launches strategic national capacity training program. Government to partner private sector to drive national growth. When you know a stories anope ufa the Ghanaian Times ubenyebi akan.
The new weekend crusading guide, the Bokrata and the Hanosigalam says showdown. A Boyanga Des, Canon Talis strikes back with fire. Ntiano da ezeno. One more mutu from a good year, Cambones one, Akukudrobi or Mono. Enye asem ketwa. Ntiane yentimi mao emidisanse hunu ewo maemo. And no, we cannot sit down and allow some of these people who have now that gusto, that bravado to dare the military. Really? Military mudro don't spare them, because they will not spare you if they get a chance to. So you don't spare them. We cannot allow these miscreants to continue ravaging our environment for us just to satisfy their parochial interest. We cannot allow that to happen. Mahama fires up Africa at United Nations General Assembly for Get Aid, assert control over natural resources. And that's one of the things that I've been saying for a very long time. I remember very well in 2013, I was having a conversation with one African Papa Binu and about my mobile. And what's one of the things that we need to do to ensure to me to me at the global stage? One of the things that he said, and I still remember that, or say more. That's what you need to leverage. And any resources. Say to me, and leverage your resources for growth and to gain the needed power. Say a bit me you should forget it. Sironia Ite Tete, named African Real Estate Personality of the Year 2025 API Awards in South Africa. United Nations General Assembly snap. Foreign Minister boots out NPP MP at airport. No, someone akwakupiemu. Pharmaceutical sector face galamsey shut down as raw materials, environmental standards get compromised. Tiha. We, pharmaceutical sector, they are risking a shutdown because raw materials now. One would you edema here no. Land guards invade Gomwa, Akramang, destroy cemetery. Okay. Nicolas Sarkozy sentenced to 5 years in Libya campaign financing case. Sir, I so. I think there was a hint of Condoleezza Rice as of that time, Secretary of State of the United States of America, also being complicit. So, Kokodis can be 83 Libya, and also the American government, or bit me with him. 12 officers promoted after busting 10 suspects connected to rural bank robberies. And Ghana risks importing cassava if viral disease is spread. It's not halted.
No, Banchi.
Get Fund Administrator mounts with Asantehene after passing of Asantehima. Students urged to harness emerging technologies for future careers. I think that there was an event that, of course. So I think is it about 2 days or 3 days ago? And some of the things that you're putting online, some of the things that you're putting online may cause irreparable damage to you. So you should be careful of the things that you put online. Fati, the new weekend crusading God.
My father Ghanaian point and to us so MIN. I am determined to recapture power for NPP in 2028. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Eka Brian a champion defense 4.6 million city NPP fee as test of resourcefulness. I'm being prosecuted for supporting Ken Owusu-Bempah fumes at NPP. We've arrested 1,400 illegal miners in just 8 months compared to 800 Akufo-Addo arrested in 3 years, Land Minister Ena Eka. Shisha, alcohol, and early sex increase cervical cancer risk. Health expert warns ahead of HPV rollout. The Ghanaian point.
The Inquisitor, the Obokrata, was the alleged fabrication of evidence. Jakpa holds damaged balls. And yeah, that's because yeah. I don't know Obokrata and out of pay. Samuel could set record straight on good causes. Government to declare forest water bodies a security zone or as security zones is long overdue. Coming up, Nikwate Titus Glover and Dodoa land controversy. And whether Ghana's net zero transition to cost over 500 billion US dollars. We are the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition and no more Eddie and Zimbabwe to just say be ya say you see fossil fuel biom e wo mamu need the big juma transition no investment bit me aye transition from a year fossil fuel to renewable energy no will cost us some 500 billion US dollars. Speaking at the West Africa Green Economic Roundtable 2025 organized by Pent Media Center in partnership with the African Consolidated Analytical Limited, Chief Director of the Ministry Solomon Ajete reaffirmed government's commitment to building a resilient energy transition framework. Now, legislation to regulate surrogacy, third-party reproduction important to prevent negligence. Health Minister Akando joins global leaders at high-level roundtable on health taxes. Ghana launches historic HPV vaccination campaign to combat cervical cancer. We any and some ahudu ni biabu modern offer the Inquisitor the Obokrata na no pia betime hunu mu na wakenkan.
Men from a final paper, the Ghanaian publisher Enwie. Professor Kwesi Yanka right. Farewell, River Ayensu. Any beba bayampa because the baby a dream Ajregu. Ewuku reject NLA misuse allegations and also Ewaha. Mahama presses on slave trade recognition. 15 Eastern MPs endorse Baumia. We ewo a year the Ghanaian publisher mu ene anopay. Yebeko na afe yakofa a year social media trend no ede abrel. Ewa abra ugusu a utie happy 98.9 FM we a happy morning show. Emraso say yebeko a year abe fontin tankesi and so na yakofa a year social media trends no a day abrel. Social media trends no ope say unyemu enije unyemu ntiasia misel ajisa oko happy 98.9 FM ewo Facebook oko akoko ni twane ho na waboso na aye live obeko no na menim da hodi dwa na afi no masan e de a social media trends no Eddie Abro, I no makeup at the whole day. Kona kwashem the real me. Aha. With the kopasem, kona kopasem kakrebi. Ewo your Facebook no eso. Na yesha see dia. So wo Ghana, em se Ghana hanangasa no. Em se rapture ni engine the way home. Because who call other African countries na rapture ni was a big deal. A year or so for be ena a babontin ebeka say. A year 20 from 23rd to 25th. Rapture besi. Yeah, a training for a year mono. Yankopon beshimi yen ede yako. Na anka sa adano kamiti show you so na mayira na meko. Ama amanfo bi mu etonton omo japade nyina. Afi osofo ne ka kire ni krom fo ne se omonko eye bepo bi so. Eho na remse rapture ne be for mu yie. Na me the rapture ni de nanka minim say obia nim da ebesi and you don't need to go and meet at a particular place for the rapture to happen. Ebia wo she adware na ehwim woko wonam kwan ho woko circle na ehwim woko se nipa no ye behwim ebi akono ebi kura na se nipa ne mmenwo a anase we hu se nipa ne nam ha sesi ya na wa hwe kura ye hu se rapture na besenko nti ebia rapture na esio na eja ye wo blemishi na yaka wa ha yankopon ne ba bedi ni yie pa enti amanfo no ekohie mu 98.9 ena ebi mu so ka se na rapture yi se nanka ewo se ebawo na ekosi sen amanfo ebisa se ekosi sen because ye hu hwe uko eye Uganda ende omu kohie mu papa na omo ese rapture yi ebeba na ohwe se na amanfo nante aso omo ebusuafo ekosa mountain no se enwire mu ho na eyi osofo no eka kire omo se rapture no ebesi ewo ho na amanfo bisa se nti enya maso no mu kofie no na omo tibia tesen mubeko no wo kofie na wetikwa ya dududududududududu ene omu kodu wo de empaibo ene omu di hie mu omo se erade ya twen wo befa ya kwa na wi ase kra ya bre ha yesre wada ena amanfo so etwa video ni ade ntinka mo na mu twa video no na mu twa video ni se nipa na yira na yehu ewo video ni so se bia yira na wo twa video no wonu phone no mo yira kwa ya be de nya evidence no comment about no any Phoenix Rising Sun saying I bet the walk home was quiet. So and my free mind say I just want to know at what point the screams and cheers turned into silence and a decision to go home. So and Shamra X say I want to know what the ride home was like after that. Don da essay, Don Dada, or say this is why we are easily conquered and mentally controlled. Chuck essay, all that yesterday only to wake up and go to work today. C. Lloyd, I say this is why we must study the word for ourselves. The scriptures are clear that no one, not even the Son of Man, knows. Saso and Nicey, essay, Mark 13:32 and Matthew 24:36. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Stace Darkin, essay, religion and spirituality are two very different things. Saso and 15 cents, essay, religious brainwashing is probably the most powerful tool on the planet. Saso and events, say, you're still waiting on white Jesus. They've been waiting on white Jesus for 400 years. SKN 26, say they are waiting to be enslaved again. Now, it says people waiting to ascend physically when they can't even do it mentally. That's what the rapture is. Have you ascended mentally or are you still here? A lot of people waiting for the rapture, but are still here and tired to this, unfortunately. Intisa ena etia rapture yi ebia ya fa bi mokode ayenim ba ye de ya mfa ye nti egu so ewo ha. Na saa so ena amanfo kase se ukopie mu ewo eye Semuliki National Park. Amanfo no kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ade a ebi wɔ baabi bebree ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ saa ɛyi phenomenon yi ebi ɛwɔ Kenya wobɛnya bi ɛwɔ hɔ saa so ɛna ebi mo sɛ Tanzania wobɛnya bi ɛwɔ hɔ ebi mo sɛ Uganda ɛhɔ so wobɛnya bi ɛwɔ hɔ nom na ɛyɛ den a ɔmo sɛ nsuo anaasɛ ɛyɛ spring water bi ɛwɔ hɔ no omutumi di nuwe aduane enya sa wo se gu bucket mu na wo sa na wo de akosi jaso enwa dada as ewo fom no enwa dada nti wo hwe video no ewo Facebook apo wo se soja ni pa na wakonua ne kosua ewo nsuo no obi so onwa ne board ye ene na omu wi a na omu de aboso na wo hwe video no kwa na wo hwe bia wo be hu steam a efi nsuo no mu ba otumu se hye papa we omo ti around no omo ntumi mbeka nche ose na wo wom tuemu ntumi enware anko school eno ane se okosa nsuo ni bi na ofra na odi dware na nsuo etum no akosua de hwe wanu umakosua ne che wom kra akosua no epai on se umakosua si jaso bebre na obekọ na apai uma edaso bebre ebepai ai we say na na mo akunya nsuo ebi kade bi ene okono ane bi nse nche na aben de bi anko okono abi nse nche na aben enti wo sorry ya wo sesa wo ingredient ni nyam se bi a stew pe na wo ntumi nye wom wuntumi so nyɛ nkwan because ɛne nsu no bɛtene ba wobɛtumi aduano abayerɛ wobɛtumi ano abɔɔdeɛ wobɛtumi ano abankye wobɛtumi ano abrobe wohu kosua ne adeɛ nyinaa ɛna ɔnoa ɛkyerɛ yɛn ɛwɔ hɔ na kosua na abɛn ampara na ɛbɛtɔ odwa no ɛna amanfoɔ comment sɛ oh na sɛ wɔepo deɛ ɛnyɛ azem bia na wokɔ Kenya we have a few of these there nsu a ɛhye dada yɛde no adeɛ ebi ɛwɔ hɔ Saso and a faso say, where is that? In addition, is it a volcano or what? Saso and a D Don say how resourceful and blessed Africa is. Mars might say Tanzania has a lot of these hot springs, including Songwe geothermal projects, and also Ewaha. Saso and this we see praise Jehovah God. Wow, so cool. Official best, I say God is just too good. Saso and Kenkrati say matoke and eggs for lunch. And I'll say but then na friend no matoke no. And you'll see you'll be no apa. Uganda to the world with love from Nigeria. And it's in Suya ye didn't walk anybody. They almost say Uganda and a war. Mulenga, I say, don't you know that volcanic water and gas can be dangerous? Why are you cooking in it? Yo. Hedy, essay. I've been here twice. You have not added that the banana also gets salty when ready. Oh, sir, what a powerful spring. Oh, we here and one so do too.
Happy FM.
Timmy Roche say
98.9.
it's really sad because we are letting these white people get to see everything, every blessing we have in Africa. If we are not united, they will invade us one day. That's all my baby. We need to be one love. Africa is blessed. They mean to me more. God placed man on a whole different level. I will keep on saying this: God bless God. God is so good. Hot and cold water, drinkable and non-drinkable water, light from the sun, nature decoration, whole abundance of food is our food market. Many animals for pet, rain for washing ourselves. Our earth home is well built. Ntisa ena oka. O kosi say Africa is a real garden of Eden. Don't be deceived. Ntisa ena comment no so ete ewo honum. Memfa eye ebiso entoa so emfa mawe. Na wiase mu de asem empe nipa na nipa ene pa asem. Ko Facebook na kokohwe enkwala electricity wires. Eno no muti adonko wo so. Na bibia kra nya me ahomte se ade ni so sinsuo mu. Someone say electricity ni nsuo no. So why no kokota chima kakra ene straight to Asamado. Electricity wire no. Eno no muti adonko ewo so. Eho omunya bebi ani agro wo omukrom ho. Agi say electricity no wires no. Eho eno omukodi agro. Omuti asem wei esi ye ewo India. Na omu kire say eho ena nkwala no. Omuko ekodi agro. Wo de ko Facebook na kohwe. Na nka say bia wonam circle na electricity wires here ete ewo hwie mu. Ena obi afu ejina so no de ti adonko. Enye nipa ba ko. Omu di budambare say skills pa. Ena omu eye ewo eye wires no eso. Omu nsuro hwe. Ebi kro omu nim say eye electricity o. Because obi no ti adonko no wonsuo mu no. Comment no any. Wu Hassan essay, it is not about education, it's the trust on their government. They know there won't be electricity. Echo, so there is no contact with ground, so it's basically safe. Sasso and the Raj essay, I was waiting for him to hold another wire. Ajani be money say, to all the very educated people in the comment, you will not get electrocuted until there is a voltage difference, which is this. There isn't. That's why monkeys and bears don't get electrocuted. Have you asked yourself this question when you saw pigeons sitting on the wires? Who knows? They may be educated enough to know this. So and Chang talk and say, why are people talking nonsense about the government instead of commenting on the people who are misusing these things? Their civic sense and upbringing. Krishna said, it's all fun and games till either of you touches another line or cable, then snap. Saso ena Jabra, I said, touch the cables simultaneously. Pala said, touch both wires and we'll have a party. And it's ena comment, you know, etia. Uko Facebook ubehumbi na washe. Senya nkwala electricity wires ena omu edi agro ewo so no. Memfa the final one no emfa emre yen. We yankopon edi obi ho afofie papa. Wonam kwan so ekwan a wonam so yi curve ewo mu. Car kase edi wanim. Abotre few seconds anka obenya. Na mo atwa curve na wie. Na mudu baby a uhu wanim hu se car ba na se kan ba. Ube overtaking a wire no. There be. Or se curve ni mu a na obeye overtaking no. Se na car so efi curve ni mu a eba. Nyame nko a. Wo de ko Facebook na ko hwebi mpacho. Trigger warning ebia uhu a oyembe hyew. Ai ko Facebook na ko hwebi. Nyame nko a anka wakofa asemaba. Because of abutre kitwe bia anka wo so wutumi enya. A we enya nti. Drew Baby comments no any or say kudos to the Ford pickup for his reaction, time and alertness. Khalid Nail, I say you they do overtaking for Kev. A Project said this is clear evidence. Find the driver and the car and charge them. Miss Hotto say very, very lucky. Justice said their family will still come and blame government if something had happened. Saso and Nana Riri, I say most accidents are caused by drivers. Then they will come back and blame God and the government. Mahoney, I say this one never go do overtaking again, or say this one go never do overtaking again for his life. 38 Kaku, I say they don't do overtaking in a curve, please. Mark Bills, I say, and they will come and blame the road for their recklessness. Sweets, I say it's the background song for me. Mr. Dubate, I say the bicycle guy at the back of the trailer, though, he's enjoying the ride. So, and Kwame do say, as soon as I heard the song, I knew something is going to happen. I am a Santua, say, overtaking in a curve. My goodness. So, and Adriana Baumari say, this is clever. A mountain, what if that side road wasn't there? Yo. Urban collection, see, overtaking in a curve, Ankasa is a no-no. And you are driving so slow. Why a lucky ampa? Inti sa and a comment in it here aha and no pay a day social media trends and all ABC. Yan nane ye hwe ye ba ye beto a happy morning show no eso.
Hey Kofi, let me am country man. About be done o yere. Abra wuti just 1,000 Ghana cedis. Me ya one ya.
Oyo obi oyi nkonya.
Wait see. Me a Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding 2026.
Sa dwumadie no a ye hoahoa wo se oye odehye niema koda ahogye kese na ye san ema manfo di wakire se de oye celebrity no.
Wetwa. Be fie dionini. Ane de aka odo ho asema. Ya ka warefo bebrabom.
Sisi anu de me mpra no miensa no ba.
Debi Kofi. Oba baako, bema baako, odo baako.
Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding. Well love meets affordability. A warrior on another level. Don't know.
Before registration forms, ewo Happy FM asalam down.
So person so yasene a, obetimi afrete te for homan 0244 906 235 and I say 0302 254 858. Mamen kai wo sense check akra wo.
Me pa Charles say we obi a woni ebusua wo fie. Say nkola wo ho. Empenifo wo ho. Na se de bia woni H&H Gary e wo ho no ma. Ene mi nim de a opese oye ebusua no. Because H&H Gary dear, it hits different. H&H 4-in-1 Gary, that perfect traditional taster. Emma Gary so kinzi yet a smooth, a creamy, a kono. Me pacho be share in for over 300 free government, business diplomacy and development. Eba kushemu ewo honum. Theme for a year, the 14th Ghana Economic Forum, a year. Currency stability, a reset for sustainable economic growth. Me pacho this year powerful plenary sessions ni be ebe strengthening the economy and finance, unlocking energy and renewable solutions, transforming agriculture and its value chains. Oba Ubenya bold conversations, actionable strategies, high-level networking, and no shaping Ghana's industrial future. 2025 Ghana Economic Forum is hotel accommodation. Yabama beautiful wedding outfits, Obani Bemanina. Yabama amazing reception with great food and drinks. A buffet. Yabama decorations, papa emu hwam. Na fe no ye the 4x4 cars akese limousine, asholai abefa we ne convoy escort. They are professional premarital counseling. Emu homo kwa ware omu nko counseling no. Omu ko rema 3 days 4 days omu say meaning say be me say not here pa nka mama. Because one for one company for any mama to two no into mu for answer. Ya mema eye wa ware no ho nyina video na ya ma photos nso aka ho. Eno na ye evidence no. Na fe oba ni tinhwi obema ni tinhwi makeup ene grooming ni nyina no ya ya ma ni nyina ewom 1000 Ghana cedis ompe we misrel na opeden opese okokwan nkonwa nko a 4000 opese we buffet nko opese uti asem no mu ya be 030216,000 and I'll be send you an email talktous@cbg.com.gh. Social media handles no Facebook, Instagram, and X. CBG, we stand with you. So ena uye juma. But we hear papa movement be Eddie settle nyoma. Ebia we obi kra we aduane ton na tomatoes ebui. Enra meso sakoto tomatoes. Kenten kese pa. Ni nyina 500 Ghana. Wato onye edufudie. Waje be se 4 kenten. Ena wakoda ho ahohoro ho nyina ena wapake odi she freezer mu. Na we yi ni nkakanga kana tomatoes nko atwe a wa mesu. Enti ebia wo say no si enti me de nya 2000 akwaje eye tomatoes 4. Na nka me de ahye freezer mu na aboa me. Ebia freezer yi kura wonni bia fe na opa bia to. Me pacho CBG ebe ma eye quick funds for our urgent expenses. It is open so bridge eye income gaps no with no hassle. CBG and ebe wow. You can access up to 400,000 Ghana cedis with almost salary advance and as a payday loan, personal salary loan, personal overdraft, consumer asset finance. Nadia Dekra and say a more very competitive rate and flexible repayment terms. And to visit any CBG branch nationwide to sign on. For more enquiries, Mepacho Obefre CBG L0302216000. Email no talktous@cbg.com.gh. Social media handles near Facebook, Instagram, and X. CBG, we stand with you. Edu Fridays Zanadia. Sikankwa na yedwin hu because wuntumi nko weekend enye wenim sako nko fie. Enu ntia na mse wo de enye anye yie kra na soccer bet e wo ho ma wo. Omo de soccer chance aba. Soccer chance e more there. E more there because there was all yarn so betting on 10 plus matches. Now odds no 1.30 and I say higher. And no say game ne baako say ya first nka game baako say ya na ayi all bright and say guniti. We baako say ya unfa unsanguti. Because so which are 100 cities I will be 300 Ghana cities. Which are 1,000 cities I will be 3,000 Ghana cities. And no a soccer chance. Even when you're losing, you're winning. We lose one game say ya. Win 3 times your stake. And to patch our call app and listen, I could download this soccer bets. We download the audio soccer chance. Now enjoy your betting experience. Me fashion and them would you made you for be a dear or baby. Intimate sorry, Sinakwe Joseph Adankwa Twaso with the Happy Morning Show. No, you better have a health conversation. No, Saso and a Ghana Ebekasa. And you a video no and free her. Yeah, baby, sis, yeah.
GHbeats.com.
Akasimadu na Nongotreabo live on Happy 98.9 FM, the Happy Morning Show, and was good to Utieno. Said your rapper Fati Shaibu Ali, a kind of idea would you maybe be AD or baby in tea where Jadia Canina Eddie Amai. Don't show back on idea any more, dear, and somehow do we go up on us on come was here, Nano. You be the old Median so. Otienka from number 12 at Nulu Street, Asylum down Accra, Nisim 100.1 FM, Ewa Tamale Nisim 95.9 FM, Ewa Boga Tanga. From 1st of the year, October to 3rd of October, there is an event to be a Bekoso, Ewa the Accra International Conference Center. Now, Jumadiano, under the auspices of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and in partnership with the African Public Relations Association, the APRA, and the International Public Relations Association, IPRA, as well as the Institute of Public Relations, Ghana, IPR, Ghana, the 2025 Public Relations Knowledge Sharing Conference. Nene anope yempanyimfo a womo ena womo aboa ekeka dwumadi ni nyina abomu obetimi abaso nyame pa na wotwe besimu no empanyimfo no aba bekensa ha ena anope. Let me also remind you say eyade a ene Yapumudini enkomono ebekoso. Yeni Save the Eye Foundation. Yeni obedin komo. Edi afakwa ebefaso ebitimi abo yeni hu ban. Adano ena me call eye clinic. Ena me call na mfangu na ni so. E bra won kwa yaresabia mi anhwehwemu. Ansana doctor a prescribe aduru edi amano. Mesremo saade no. Nipa pinu anam so amene won wani entimi enhuna de bio. Momi enhwe ni enhwe ni ye. Panyini a yene ni bedin koma nei. Or victim of self-medication. And I'm so and a name and intimi huna de bio. Baba Kens and name on Komo, Cassia Backward Day anymore. I yet to channel. The Knowledge Sharing Conference and IPRA Golden World Awards Gala. Penny for me no pa chuchuru. And then none of my PM anymore. In your more air tenacia, a din Komo. Ora Donald Gira. A Vice President, Institute of Public Relations, Ghana, and a Ora Gayhart Mensa, a PR and Communications Specialist. And penny for my mama watching and Mama Kwaba.
Thank you.
Nam Pacho Apomboko, dear. Hamati in your honor. At this infantile. Yenin Komo, Jumadiam Bidi, Yamepa, now to be more first. October to 3rd of October. Adwene pa a tie chiri any day madama.
Thank you to your listeners and good morning to everybody. The theme is Global Realities, Innovative Communication. And as we know, communications is everything. Without communications, it's very difficult for the whole world to operate. Communications is the glue or is the oil that oils the machinery to get things done. So if we take the theme, Global Realities, Innovative Communication, what are some of the global realities that we are facing today? AI is one of them.
True.
Global warming is another one.
True.
Canamse is another one that is very local for us here.
Sustainability.
Thank you. Global realities, innovative communication. So how can we use communication to address some of these global realities that we are facing? So we came together, Institute of Public Relations Ghana, collaboration with APRA, African Public Relations Association, IPRA, International Public Relations Association, and one more, Kenyan Society of Public Relations. All come together to organize this knowledge sharing conference, 1st October through the 3rd of October. At this conference, a lot of great minds will come together. So let me mention some of the names of the speakers that will come. We have Jan Eilsfeld, Director and Global Head of Trust and Safety, Wikimedia Foundation. He's going to be there. Emmanuel Lubazadia, Africa Lead OpenAI. Mr. Neil Roy Banerjee, UNDP Resident Rep. And within Ghana, we have Walali Senyo of Farmerline. We have also Gladys Edumwa Asari, Dankwa, Burgundy, Africa. Someone like Walali Senyo Farmerline has come out with some technology that helps the farmers in the local areas using AI. So this conference is going to bring all the great minds that we have together, including members of the Institute of Public Relations Ghana, to Jojo. How can we use communication to solve a lot of the problems that we are currently facing? What are some of the global realities that we are facing that communications can support? And of course, by doing it in Ghana, it raises the whole profile of Ghana. It raises the profile of public relations. It raises the profile of communications across Ghana and across Africa. Because the global audiences will be watching Ghana between the 1st and 3rd of October 2025.
So the conversation is largely going to be more progressive. Then the question that I'll ask, as my say, if you look at the way I did in Kitahon with regards to some of the very important topics that you've mentioned, kind of saying in Ghana, are we doing it right? Are we using communication to dealing with, for example, you mentioned Galamsey. Yes. I talked about sustainability. Any how is it like if you're to assess it?
As our classroom teachers always say, there's room for improvement. There are areas where communication has been applied to the maximum. There are areas also where you can easily identify gaps that ought to be closed. Okay? True. So, as Donald said, one of the focus areas of this conference is sustainability. And you can't talk about sustainability without talking about the environment. Okay. And that is where the issue of Galamsey that you mentioned comes in. And I think when it comes to Galamsey, it's one area where you can see the extent to which communication yields results. Okay. We have seen a lot of exposure of the challenges that we are having with regard to Galamsey because of communication. And it has come in various communication formats. We have seen VNRs, that's video news releases. We have seen documentaries. And we have seen an avalanche of advocacy using communication as a major tool. Take the example of the National Coalition, Media Coalition
against illegal small-scale mining.
Yes. Yeah. And they have been at the forefront of this Galamsey challenge, and their visibility in terms of bringing up the challenges that this country confronts, or this country is faced with, has been just excellent. Okay, so today, if you talk about Galamsey, the public, the general public in Ghana, understand the dangers as they ought to. And I think that has led to a situation where government actions have been galvanized towards finding a solution to it. And so, yes, it's a mixed bag. There are areas in our national endeavor where communication has been extremely impactful. And there are other areas where, as I said, there are gaps that ought to be filled.
So, and I think any idea Jumedi Yamubedi from the 1st of October to the 3rd of October will be attempting to address, because knowledge sharing means that people bringing up ideas that they have, frameworks and models that they believe can actually help to deal with some of the issues that you've mentioned. I want you to take us through what is to happen from day 1 to day 3, because I know that it is going to be fully packed from day 1 up until day 3. For example, if somebody is to come for day 1, day 2, day 3, and as we remember the entire period, the 3 days now, what are we to expect?
Day 1, we expect a lot of conversations around AI being artificial intelligence.
Then I'll push you. From where you sit, how would you assess our understanding of AI and its importance or otherwise to whatever it is that we're doing in this country?
It's a mixed bag. We have some that have embraced AI, others who are afraid of AI, and then another group that basically uses AI sparingly. But the fact of the reality on the ground is that AI is here to stay. So now the question is, how do we use AI to further our development?
Why do you think some people are afraid of AI?
Because they're afraid that AI will come and take over their jobs. And that's the key fear that a lot of people face. But I always say that AI, you need to be prepared to embrace AI and use AI to help you develop. So you need to be a master, or expert in whatever area that you are in. Any area that you're working in, you need to know the industry very, very well. And once you know the industry very, very well, okay, the AI cannot be more smarter than you. Okay, then you use AI to help you further advance the development. But if you sit and wait and think that I'm afraid of AI. I'm not going to learn anything about AI. AI will overtake you. We're sitting here when what happened? Computers came, is it not? We're sitting here when laptops overtook a desktop. Now we move from desktop, laptop to phones, tablets, and so have you. If you feel mentally to have made that shift, you're still sitting in front of a desktop, and then even the new programs that are coming up is not going to work on that laptop. So we must be open-minded and not be afraid of it, but embrace it and let us help develop the country.
And just to chip in quickly, you can talk about the deployment and application of AI without talking about the safeguards. And that is where this upcoming conference on knowledge sharing becomes critical.
It is.
For instance, what is Africa's response to AI? And when we talk about Africa's response to AI, it is more about the regulatory framework, the legal framework that would govern the use of AI. It's not a secret that technology always runs ahead of policy. But I think it's about time that Africa sits up and develop a policy framework to guide the extent to which we use AI. And this conference, which is a knowledge sharing conference, would focus on what is our response to the use of AI in order to ensure that it inures to the benefit of the user and also to those who benefit from the outputs of the user.
And sorry, if I may add,
yes.
coming in here, I do know that the Ministry of Communications has come up with a strategy, and they're in the process of developing the policy around the whole areas of AI. But there's another initiative that have produced the Ghana AI Practitioners Guide, and I was one of the consultants involved with that project.
Okay.
It's a guide that was built by Ghanaians, for Ghanaians, and with Ghana in mind. And we launched it, I think, sometime last week. And I think going forward, you'll be able to see copies of it online and then help you. Basically, the guide was produced by Ghanaians. We got a whole lot of experts in that area, stakeholders, brought them together, went through the whole 9 yards of developing different sections of your legal issues, health, agriculture, biases, ethical considerations, what to do and what not to do. It's all packaged in this Ghana's AI Practitioners Guide.
And I'm glad that you bring up the conversation around regulation because I think about a month or two ago, there was a document that I cited which was talking about ethical AI usage in the European Union. And as we speak now, the European Parliament is still grappling with how to regulate the use of AI within their jurisdictions. There was a case in the UK, I think about a week ago, was reported by Leading Britain's Conversation, LBC, which was that there was a young man at the age of about 16 years who was communicating or using AI for a period of time, and at the point in time he committed suicide because AI taught the young guy how to do that. And so I believe that as the conference unfolds, we'll be able to have, should I say, domestic or specific ideas of how we can regulate the use of, because I don't want a situation where my 11-year-old girl will go on and she'll be taught things that she's not so supposed to know. But then back to the conversation on what the itinerary will be like for the event that is going to happen from the 1st to the 3rd of October, 2025 at the Accra International Conference
Okay,
Center.
so on the first day, we have the, discussions around AI. Second day...
I would want to be a part of that. I want to
Second
come
day,
and sit and listen.
also further discussions on AI and a bit of climate change. And on the third day, that's on the 3rd of October, the president will be there.
Okay.
He will give his, his speech. And thereafter, we'll go into the discussions of climate change and discussions around Galamsey. And then also throw this one in there. In that evening, there's a gala, IPRA, International Public Relations Association's Excellence Awards Gala. And the good news in there is that our president of Institute of Public Relations Ghana, Esther Koba, is going to be, she's been elected as the next president of the International Public Relations Association, IPRA. So at that
great.
gala on that night, on that evening, she'll be announced, or she'll be
Officially unveiled.
Exactly.
Just to add a little bit to the details of the day. So, I mean, as the Vice President Donald has indicated, I mean, the 3 days are all categorized into specific focus areas.
Okay.
And so the first day, as I said, yes, we'll be discussing AI, but the focus will be on the youth. Okay.
Okay.
And it will be it will be towards discussing AI to establish what AI's contribution can be to Africa's development. Okay. So that is the first day, AI and its contribution to Africa's development. And the focus of the discussion will be Ghana's youth. Okay. On the second day, we'll be looking at AI and socio-economic development. Okay, so it's about the practical tools that AI presents. Okay, and how communication can leverage these tools and direct them towards supporting socio-economic development. And then the third day, the focus will be on public relations, artificial intelligence, and sustainability. That is where the conversations around Galamsey and the other issues that are impacting on our environment will be discussed. And so expect conversations around PR and people, planet, and profits. Expect conversations on what we refer to as ESG, that is the environment, society, and governance. There will be conversations about PR and communications and how it contributes to good governance and to transparency. We will discuss the extent to which PR and communications can use AI to galvanize communities, get them engaged, get them to participate in governance and also participate in economic development. So these are the structured areas. And he's spoken to you about the Gala Awards, which is critical. And top of that, I mean, I just can't help but emphasize that a Ghanaian and a lady would be ushered into office as the first president of the International Public Relations Association. And this is a global body. It's also the extent to which, how we have come far when it comes to PR practice in Ghana to have one of our own recognized at that level.
The first African.
The first African to occupy that position. Congratulations to our big mom.
If I may say, first black African.
First black African. So who and who should be there? Who and who can be there? Who and who must be there? Who and who should be there? Who and who can be there? Who and who must be there?
You and I equals everybody.
Equals everybody.
Needs to beat a path to the International Conference Center, Accra International Conference Center, from the 1st through the 3rd of October. And come and let's share ideas.
And of course, if you're a public relations practitioner, you don't have a choice. I mean, you definitely will have to participate in order to understand the emerging trends and where the key areas are, when it comes to public relations practice. If you are a CEO who is interested in how communications and public relations can contribute to the bottom line for your organization, if you're interested in how PR and communications can help in positioning your organization to be able to deliver on the objectives that you have set for yourself, I think you better be there to understand what to expect of your PR and communications team. And I think if you're into governance also, you will have to be at this conference to get involved in the discussions around how PR and communications can shape governance. And so economic development, it will be a focus area of discussion, how to deploy AI tools and communications to support economic development. Basically, it's a knowledge-sharing forum. That is how it's positioned. And so for anybody who wants to acquire some knowledge about
Students?
AI, about students, about AI, about communication, and how it supports economic development, how it supports governance, how it supports corporate organizations, then this is a forum for you to be at. 1, to participate, 2, to share knowledge, and 3, to come away with the issues that you need to consider in order to ensure that you are a good communicator.
And also to network, because we're having a lot of visitors from across Africa, Europe, the Americas, who are coming down because of this conference.
So
it's a very great networking tool.
So it means that we have, to a larger extent, the whole world converging at the Accra International Conference Center, because we may have reps from some of the continents
Exactly.
that you've mentioned. For me, I'm looking at, because when I checked the itinerary, I realized that there will be presentations, and that's what I am interested in. I am into gaining as much knowledge as I can about virtually everything that I am interested in. So I think I'll be there. I'll come there as a student to come and learn more from some of the experts, some of the people who are already in the area or in the field of public relations, been practicing for a very long time. You know the bad thing that I did this morning? I didn't ask you how IPR Ghana is doing. I think in the first, in our traditional settings, when somebody visits you, we would say fear to say, but I didn't ask, and so I think so I'll probably ask you how IPR Ghana is doing, and I know you have been at the forefront of public relations for a very long time. How is IPR doing?
We are doing well. It's a journey. There are other areas of improvement, and we are taking it one day at a time.
Are people accepting? I mean, so we know some of us within certain circles will understand the importance and the relevance of public relations. The general public, Mr. Menza, because Mr. Menza, the end and the Jumana. Are people accepting? Are people getting to understand and appreciate the work PR practitioners do?
Let me start answering this question by saying that those who understand and appreciate the value of public relations reap the benefits. And I will even move it to organizations. Take a look at organizations that value public relations and communications and just see how they perform, even in this country. Look at the big organizations that we have in Ghana, the leading organizations. See the extent to which they apply PR, and you get an understanding as to how critical PR is. Now, do people understand PR? I think yes and no. Yes. Let me start with the no. No, because there appears to be a limited understanding and appreciation of what PR is. When you talk about PR, what comes into people's mind, the foremost thing is visibility, publicity, media reports, speech writing. But PR is a lot more than that. And if you have gone through the mill of PR practice like Donald and I are, you will get to understand that PR is about how institutions deliver on the objectives that they've set for themselves. It's about the bottom line. It's about profitability. How does communication contribute to profitability? It's about advocacy, okay? And so you work in an organization, and there are policies that are always being developed that have an impact on your organization. It is the responsibility of PR to make inputs into policies through advocacy to ensure that the policies are shaped up in a way that it supports the industry and the sector within which you operate. It's also about social performance. And when we talk about social performance, it is the extent to which your organization and its activities contribute to the development of society. And there are matrices for developing and implementing and measuring this. It's also about regulatory relations to a very large extent. I mean, take a sector like the telecommunications sector, which has to deal with the regulator, NCA, almost on a daily basis. I mean, fortunately, both Donald and I have worked in the telecommunications sector. It is the extent to which the organization manages the regulator in such a way that it inures to the benefit. I mean, in such a way that there's a win-win situation. The regulator wins, the organization wins, and the public also wins. It's about sustainability. How do you conduct your operations in a sustainable way? And PR is critical in that. When it comes to your environmental footprint, it's the responsibility of PR to manage your environmental footprints and ensure that those that are negative are managed and mitigated in a way that it doesn't affect the society and it doesn't also affect the image and reputation of your organization. Look, I need about 2 hours to talk about this.
Let me also throw this one in here. As IPR Ghana being the professional body that regulates public relations in Ghana, we've come out of a lot of programs to build the capacities, mentoring. We've just relaunched the mentoring program where the mentor-mentees will meet in a very structured manner. We also have the continuous professional development program where we organize these training programs for people on different topics. We also have the accreditation where members can grow within the profession. So if you come as a student, then you move as an affiliate, associate, intermediate, accredited, then a fellow. So we run 2 accreditation cohorts a year to help progress the members up the ladder of the public relations itself.
I am getting a bird whispering to me that the event is also going to coincide with IPR's 70th anniversary celebration.
Yes.
That's a big thing.
It is a very big thing. And it's the first time I think, I stand corrected, that IPRA bringing it to Ghana. And is bringing the Excellence Awards or the celebration to Ghana. One, because the next president
is
a Ghanaian. So they're bringing the global limelight to Ghana on this particular day.
And that is very important.
Very.
I mean, it's also an indication as to the profile of Ghana as a country within the international community. If the international community will agree to bring such an event to Ghana, it speaks volumes about how Ghana is perceived. I think it's also a testament to the fact that Ghana seems to be doing the right things, and public relations in Ghana, despite the bits and pieces of misconception, is also growing.
So remember, it's happening 1st to 3rd of October 2025 at the Accra International Conference Center. It's under the auspices of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, and in partnership with the African Public Relations Association and the International Public Relations Association, the Institute of Public Relations Ghana. The 2025 Public Relations Knowledge Sharing Conference. Mr. Mamo Renfi, for the entire 3-day period, we'll be there. 8:30 a.m. Okay, my phone show no 9 a.m. But still I'll be there before the event starts. 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day from day 1 and day 2, and 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. on day number 3. And penny from Pacho, wait there. Manu di semwa. Adia ba kunso am resen fi ne se. Amamre ne se enka haye ka aye akankasa. Enso yam fan shase. Mr. Jura e kan enyo no pe. And then quickly switched into English and I followed suit. And the we did chat on the mbeka no trimu. Ama obia atiase. Ma men shase from free. Right, Donald Grill, Vice President of Institute of Public Relations Ghana. My inti wadaroma. One of the same chatwo. Your final words.
I can't fancy him.
I can't fancy him.
Okay. well, 3 other ministers are what about them young conference, you know.
Mm.
Oh yeah, Honorable Kofi Amabua. So
Great.
Baba, Mr. Sam George, Honorable Sam George. Also Baba, Minister of Communications,
Great.
Digital Transformation. Also Mr. Ofosu Kwachi, Kwachi Ofosu. Honorable Kwachi Ofosu. Nusu Baba. No, what's it called? Canon remarks about the program and in Yemen. And say next week, 1st to 3rd October. He invited CEOs, so students, so public relations practitioners, no AI interested in AI, climate change. International Accra International Conference Center. We would see. We have a network in Shiang Crawford, in Shiang one. Friday, no fun, so
the Friday, there, strictly by invitation, me boy.
No. Oh yeah.
Obi abri my baby.
Baby, but I get get fee.
Okay. Gala no.
Gala in the conference.
In the conference,
in the conference, no, 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
For the 3 days.
Okay.
For IPR members.
Okay.
So a member 1,500 Ghana cedis.
Still
for the 3 days.
Still affordable. Yeah.
You know,
every day be able to have 500 Ghana cedis.
1,500.
But if you to look at the knowledge,
student one also you're free.
Oh, you're student that
yes,
you're
free.
Yeah, my name is student.
Now gala no, I pay 3,500 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
For the gala.
For the gala.
Or pay no moving peak hotel.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Until any day, baby.
You have him.
Baby. Some me a student.
Okay, correct. But child buying is student card.
Is that the Nigeria Vice President of the Institute of Public Relations, Ghana? Mr. Gayat, Menza, Pacho, Wadarama, one of these metrato, never want to change him right away.
Opposite make a tree.
Me peso catch.
Opposite Mike no be pie. Me gidi sɛ adwuma biara woyɛ no ɛhia sɛ wobɛpɛ mmerɛ na watwe wo ho kakra na watena ase na wadwen adwuma no ho conference na ɛba no ɛma wo saa akwanya sɛ wone ɔmo a ɔpemfoɔ a ɔmo wɔ saa adwumadie nom a yɛfrɛ no public relations animdiefoɔ wone ɔmo bɛtena ase na moa bɔnkɔmmɔ afa adwuma a public relations for ɛdi no ho ɛma wo nea yɛfrɛ no accesses to best practice. Best practice kyerɛ sɛ sɛnea wobɛyɛ wɔ adwuma no ama a ɛdi mfasoɔ bebree bɛbrɛ yes ɛbɛma wo ɛma wonya nea yɛfrɛ no mentors animdiefoɔ a oni ɔmo bɛdi nkɔmmɔ sɛ ɛkɔba ne sɛ ɔho akyerɛw kakra wɔ adwuma no mu a ɛma wo saa akwanya no nso ɛna ɛma wo tie nkurɔfoɔ ɔmo experience a ɛno nso ɛboa wo di improve wo adwuma no a woyɛ no
true
nti saa nsɛm yi nti no ɛho hia paa sɛ obiara a ɔyɛ PR anaa communications adwuma no wobɛpɛ mmerɛ na wafa hɔ na wabɛdi nkitaho yi kakra na ɛmboa wo wɔ w'adwuma mu.
True. My main fan as Ura Donald Jr. Vice President, Institute of Public Relations, Ghana, Ura Gay Hart Mensa, or a PR and communications specialist. And it is happening from the 1st to the 3rd of October. Mr. Momamu Renfi, the Accra International Conference Center, and as I said, the Knowledge Sharing Conference and the IPRA Golden World Awards Gala. His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Bebabi Pimuho, Ura John Dramani Mahama. And to Mr. Remo, Obia Monhomodin, see you na Pimuho. Because if you're to look at the amount of money that you're going to pay and you're to match it against the wealth of knowledge that you're going to get from this particular conference, I was saying, with me to have 10,000-20,000 Ghana cedis for such a gathering where you have people sharing their experiences and their expertise and their knowledge in the area of public relations and how it interfaces with AI. Let's go for a quick break. When we return, you better come to training. So we talk about a year apomodine nene yedi yankomono eko a year yani ehu. Me anam panyu fasi and an person be kind sa no me twitchen komo. Yankom rasisia. Mamenka will say happy 98.9 FM. Jumadi no aso egusu out the happy morning show. Mamenka will say nongotwe abo apaimu pepe ebreno sanity na mamenka said de ene medi kan ebo wamane no yene empanyufo awomu free Save the Eye Foundation yene owura Moses Dairy tenase edigdi enkomo ediafa kwen be faso ebitimi abo yeni ehun eban philosophers will say your eyes are the windows to the soul enti say wani ewo de abomodea na bo ho ban. Now there are a couple of things yen yusu ni eban bi etimi da na dia de ekọ eye ohaw ne ahonhia mu a ehun behia se ebitimi edi ehun enkomo na enkofa oyone ebi emfamre yen dachi because yes say wunnimu a and wo ya butimi eyoni ye nti Mr. Stick and stay with us. Also bit me anya kwanya obefre aba dwumadi ni so 0551563916 055565727882 numbers ya obetimi afre na se me bititi for humani tumu a wonso aba dwumadi ni so na adwenkyere ene asemisa bi oho no so watimi ebisa na emum sesi ane de yemoden ase bitimi etwe ye ho taw etwe ho taw ba ura Moses Dairy wono ene yekofa baya woda Save the Eye Foundation ano wodi kan tenase deda and out of in the best commentary and I say enchebia stick and stay with us so we will be a any ensemi here wo it's not about so you'll be any hunsemi here wo you'll be a utiem ye na no pay womodi achinchim fidie no fato happy 98.9 FM frafofro no mra metenase na ye ne omo eni sankomo yi because it is critical ehun hia see ebidi sankomo da ne da nyina. The thing is that Ghana phones are to be meet na Emma and Niema no aginsemo afiansa na yasha sese ka honsem there be we must not do that. We have to be very proactive, protect our eyes. Atrebe hobi ho ani yade ni bi ba ne so na ni tua pa so ontu wana monda obetena hwa edru a critical stage afiansa na okwaya sabia. How to care for our eyes and any comment up on so live on Happy 98.9 FM on Happy 98.9 FM the happy morning show yentwe homra yemfa abo afon krato na nkomo na aka no yemfa hye so.
Everywhere you go, big go. For the friends and the family, big go. Big refreshing moment, big go. For the kids and the adults, big go. Boys and girls with a drink up, big go. Everywhere the party day, refreshing moment.
Big drink, big refreshing moment.
Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
For all the news updates, trending topics, good music, and unbiased analysis of various issues, listen to the Happy Morning Show on Happy 98.9 FM. We are your morning companion.
The morning show that brightens your morning with exciting news, great music, great talk, and incisive discussions. This is the Happy Morning Show, Mondays to Fridays on Happy 98.9 FM.
Brother, maybe I make a Happy FM one. And the guy Happy keeper. Now, make up a kaki for pen drive with my chip teaching. You can't crepa.
Sanity, and your coca nibia, Debbie, and command the Hiano and yet Tenasia. Na ya 29 pay, Yeni Ura Moses Derry, only the founder for Save the Eye Foundation, or Baba Cancer and pay. Na and then did you know has got to do with refractive errors. Na no refractive errors no any yade me my kind of brofo we no we that in na brofo na ko Josepha danko na no pe wo kan sa nyanto bo ase be tirimu e de amount aja Moses
Josepha
ya mo achima kwa ba
yaja
apombo ko de
nyame de achema
enu ametwe wa na no pe ma sa atwe
adwuma no mra no ani obere pa de road am pese me yire me hunam bo pa
ehun be hia esan se
tibia mbo mo pese obi bekom
no correct.
No
correct. And it would take only altruistic individuals to do this, especially when they go through a certain condition. I'm person for to watch na way. 98.9. And I am ready.
Oh, Edin, papa. Me come be there's no fun and nothing. So be me bibi kakra. And no na me de be fro car na me economy ba. Me am me ko pre radio station na ma ko kasa. Me am me throw letters. Na me de come market say omoma me kwan keke na me no me kasa e be deny me by I never pay me kusua me push go forward
like why would you pim
yes
e de krata de koma edwadifo
say omo me kwan na me
omo wakwanya
yes
na oni omo eni nkomo
malata market say me the letter buy say omo me kwan na me no me kasa if me volunteer say me pay doctor kra na ice cream they deny me omo
I didn't try. Omudi anu ye bia de buy.
Omudi nom ohema ne no ba ma me. Me fra omusinne, me fra ochina, me fra ne. Wana mu na me si dabi. During that time na me organize ice cream in ma no new life home.
Okay.
And also me kwa me na me na mu kakra nkiti ene me madam part. Ya me shira baby o ano bia. Kakra obenye bia no dey support ye kwa yutunsu drinks bibia na dey akoma nkola na ice cream na mom. You know, adwana enye easy. By me kase me yonko ade. I have to do it. Was me send message be me projector be ato.
Yeah.
And on not me broadcast na but how the any go say me send be sama. Me broadcast na kwe. But for God so being good my tomato projector no.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm build the PowerPoint. FR refractive error conjunctivitis any na. My into PowerPoint. So that me ko ba BTC school, sorry BB mosque be a me project. Now what do we new at the crowd me pa kire. It is opia bontin. Na se ushi obi na se o symptom onye hu symptom no wona anim a obetimi prompting pan se menia wani AIC so what I say ti adua ma fa atum se o se ma can tam se I will go to length and breadth of this country it is a church proposal and no say me well vision for kasai ti my ready se me proposal dey come on and I me contacted doctors bia ombetimi aboa me in case of me pese me kwa screening o ba bia nye baby bia na obekwa onye screen for instance orphanage and less privileged communities no I will say yeah because omono adding common to us
and common to us one but I mean we've started off from a rather critical point because there was a statement I'll make here as a achimika kra when it comes to say wa opese okona kokoboa ebo yes any yadi ahudu hu deru edichere Ghana for binumu empese ombema osa akunya no in my head I'm asking is it that ye mpese ebesua de efa any yadi no anase said ye se be yadi no tie no ye penisa ebinumu they are going through certain situations, eye problems and other challenges omukomo no We don't care about them.
Mr. Sifa, Adiba Kwama Huni say, Eya Omudin say me ba me abejiska. But me ba the other me beer, I take it. I don't request for money. I have passion in what I'm doing. Me the pass motu me ho esi say me say. So me starting say me ade we ho. Nso bom me da kuru bi. Me ka kire mo say adwuma me nye. So me da wona me say no, ma me nye e bia. Me ba be hie obi. Na wa mane bibia to asu anom. Me so metime hie obi, me koto get me nipa no be den. Be sebi na say man timi a mo da roma nipa ama ya adwena nko eni na say ono say ni ku fra say me dia. The friend for me no one be twen yonko. It's my devotee say I have to do this. Even the little kakrabia mo bia no. Me the fat drop me the form to na me ko. Obi your friend say sister part in the ba ni. Be timis nyane no anajo chale tap later we mama. Ade cha me ko ha. Fa me ko na also ko adwumo. But when who say friend say I have so much interest in what I'm doing. And to me guys Joseph and won ko adwumo ko jam ha. She has to comply. Cause my ya momu nyina abi wura into what I'm doing. And to onu ko nam jom say ya. Otimi hu obi no aka say when ni say. Oh, ati abaye family ya ye nyina na ma ye bodewro no enam. And sorry be maturely say there wasn't any response. Amon fi ntimi say mo say ana Josefa at times they go be ko ice cream. Or don't tell them the causative agent of what is happening with you. Or say it mika. Oh, when you ayoko see be a win na kofa ba. Self-medication they be making one say what leads to self-medication? Lack of knowledge and lack of facility and poverty. So what do we have to do? Or say you intensify education.
Okay.
Na obi who say, hey, I do a medical woman you said in so beba. Me di me ko to do 4 days pe many fry. 4 days pe and many fry. So what you say? Make us say so obi nam kwan so kwa to do gu na ni so. Meanwhile, nye doctor na prescribe me man no. Na down for akosua na ko to do gu na ni so. Ana so call hospital na doctor de man no. Na niye ne ya say ama for tonto na mam na men ko to bi. It's wrong practice. Doctor enfeed you who say when you know say. O say yare bi wa interrelated. Baby this Apollo. Your Apollo mu 3 times. Kamani friend and kamani say you that Apollo 3 times. So what you say? Your bacteria one, your viral and your allergic. And to work as a when you Apollo, o ko treat na o treat viral. Now we die a friend say maybe a bacteria.
You don't need man you drew for
all together. It was say oko expert or doctor nchen no no enfru no hu say when you say na etie yade we adro we na also dey den odigusu and beside that oko pharmacy so there be America don't go to the pharmacy with your own prescription udura
ti wa won't me for adro emfa nkonko ye pharmacy onipa na ho no
explain because pharmacists a well trained pharmacist know more better in what you call it no na do any so no apply no udura explain oh many esoke kame many emehene many a woman, Madame Intiminda, Manya a friend say pressure woman in so. Or no be one to cry or the bemau, or age, or baby so age, not a church, mammy for drew emma.
Yeah,
an advantage over it is say unya or no more drew, not say a wrong prescription as a baby to her. Ghana Mrao how bit apprehending the panel because he's causing damage to your life.
So as a walk or todia,
one now do maybe dear me kotoy. Many friends me to say pharmacy na mistake. I did the mistake. And tell me say me pese me maami otijum. Me nua be ma otikam, driver otikam, me nko to adro efiri wo pem emfa ngu ani so. Me nko gi akusia mansa adro na odigu ne ban ani so no. Emfa ngu die. Me nko gi ama ya specs a doctor de ma no enya wo dia. So what you say? Moja we mu no obia utwa moja na kokko. Ba
so obia ne
ne moja tissue ene ma ewom. Ebu ho adro e de ma ya wo no. Ye de makwesi a
enye yi no kra.
So what you say? Enti no or say itimi hwe sa nema ni ye. And a refractive errors you see are making.
Eno nkoma yi
very good.
Obese the German conversation and other pay.
Obi be say then a refractive error. Refractive error.
Obi be ka say brofo no sododo.
Brofo no sododo.
Mr. Moses bubumai.
Say me expert in eye. But kakra meaning say is there what you call refractive errors are factors that lead to poor sight. Eye niam bi a keka bom emma nipa ye ni hu no enye den NCP. Ene de hin say de ye ni no esi form no. Wo say ye ni be hu no de light be ye ni no so ansa ye hu na de.
Okay.
Ana friends say ne fare by the what you call it symptoms are obe hu no. And the causes no. Your friends say the size of the eyeball, either long or short. So what you say? Either long or short. and no causes of rain and the heredity and the environment and a benedian. Also, how to compete the distance between your eye and then the computer is very short. You obey your baby say myopia because the nino ain't me what my nina machines are addicted to distance, no. And to also say, oh, it is not possible. And the type of refractive errors I want a hyperopia, myopia, astigmatism, and the common one, and a biaparopia, and no aging. So, no, not what do you call it? When you nipediana horn, so it definitely a baby. Until the Biamaka say we cannot relegate blindness, but we can minimize it if care is given to our eyes. Until hyperopia make one say me. Hyperopia, friend saying, actor, obi, adia we chira, uhunu ba ebenwa, uhunu, by a friend say, I expect a man who say, a light na a form me ewo enino.
Okay.
Instead of light to be form me ewo, a friend saying, light to be form me enimu. About form me wo a friend saying, a ninechi. Take off from where ninechi sanwa, adia we chiricha obehu by benwa, unshedden ye. Anna and no crying so born in Casino. You do it say, dear Elcoswa, and said I knew who to say, yeah, school going ages.
Oh, so be a bit to me and yabi.
Be a bit to me,
Quadao, penny forward and temu.
Very good. Anna myopia no see, obia de bano, obehunu ye pa. By a wetcher, oh, Anna astigmatism no so, a adip benwa, uhuni ye, or what you so, cause and no light no. I yet have away so.
That's one is you receive.
We said, then Benwa, ye, Nina, ye, Nema, and Mayeni, they have bread. But I know see a contributing factor to self medication. Because on your study, who's in a new scene, we see, oh, my member drug store. No, I go to a drone, they're going.
Yeah.
Or the crack. Oh, a bedroom time about escalating. Oh, how trying to me reverse any event. Somebody, baby, could do stage, it's not reversible. Not going to me reverse in any beam. So what you say? And when you start to see who symptoms are no, or say born in a hospital. And I say, men traceable who have symptoms no cry. Periodically, in a year, twice in a year, you can go and check your eye. Who can know somewhere ice cream, baby? I just volunteer yourself. Go there, check your eye. Through fear, so this week, my family in your course with a quiet you could check in. So what you say?
Odi, a diagnosis about media. No, because I say, we own said uncle hospital, and me and country. And then, and a bear, a dance idea, baby to me more who say, oh, Sifa,
we are Yawi,
dear Oboso, astigmatism, myopia, hyperopia.
Very good.
Better than a walk out. Obiti, no pay. Only pano ebia, the avobo sui. I say, oh, yeah, who be.
Excuse me. When you a cocoa, a multimity shopping when so.
When you cocoa,
shopping.
Okay.
And I do watch a friend's vision side. I do watch it. And a benwa, anyway, as some of the symptoms.
Just say, who's no, Jamusis.
Which I say, so experience with Bisana, Maunani teacher hospital. May, excuse me, yes, I may say before a baby drew. May say baby drew. But when they are not hospital, not doctor uncle few. No, who say, oh, yeah, myopia, and I say hyperopia. And I say, oh, yeah, we and I say we. And I say, maybe crobia about there and in each. Your eye injury. Maybe what your eye injury. No one who say, we no say, and I say, new stage say, no, do no one manage amount. So what you say? Now, about Unkalaimua, Unkaladian very dangerous. Effective on my academicals.
Yeah.
Effective on my district. Because I didn't wait till Uhunu, a benwa, Uhunu. Anna, or cotton class also got a blackboard. For how long can you keep sitting in front of a blackboard? And I wait to cotton for how long will you keep sitting there? So what you say? It is a who finance or every school bar. That's what we say, or put or tap a complaining slide headache. Or say, we starting some kind of you say, no, me ban oyenya. Friends say, oyenya anyhow. Sound column say, would the book to name one person baking kind? Because I didn't know who he. And I sound column someone her writing so any. Because I didn't know all true or board no so. Oh, who he say see or who say see and I say a friend saying, oh, who are the crop?
Yeah.
So what I say, a how colana this year. in Tampa, no news and also then call hospital. Doctor Bitimashi, I just saw my man a friend saying reading glasses and Oberman contact lens. To man contact lens, a bit more manage Aqualano, not what to me. I. And you who say Papa share space, Aquala share space. Oh, Mr. Sifa says, I name making. Say you won't to an amount of a bit frewing. The crack a bit frewing. A bit frewing. It's a misleading for Muti, Missy. Mamma chain say, because a year free ice cream, or Montemoko. Free ice cream, on best set it up. They will not tell you, say, when you're refractive and answer when you're or when you're anyhow. A drew in a demo. We are better way a drew a more. That's how it goes. And to say it to me. That you need to say, save that foundation, a cast of practice error. Say, anything. We shall young say, in a near cocoa. Or complain say on your sensational bang. Sensational bang is sensational bang, idea. Sometimes what then so period a anymore. What's doing some sharp pain or any so. And those are some of the symptoms of eye problems. And your friend picture phobia. Or some symptoms of eye.
So we have freedom pay abontia. What to me mean any cry.
And a business or sort of laptop no. Or to me a sharp pain.
Yeah.
You know symptoms of eye problem. You know falling under refractive errors.
And then I was young show.
Oh, I was saying it to me steady. Also computer you use is your digital devices.
Yeah.
Our negative effect away in so. On a better topic of the next time.
And then, of course, because I said you can do a man for a match of
because our negative effect.
Joe, no kuta phone, go ya, uchai.
Obisha,
okay, Joe says phone, how near.
Obu house, a demo or TV or doom light. It's very bad practice.
And I know the menu become of fear, Debia.
Obu okra phone, and know their question to Krum.
Yes.
Oh, and then you know, what do you call it? Name be a bit more critic eye problem. Now one can say what start to say, oh, to turn really go and so maybe you treat it wrong. A friend saying, idea will treat it. It's also you very careful. You may a nanny teacher or hospitals.
A honey, I don't know. Because all case you may a nanny teacher or hospital. Eye health care system or memo. Because I know so you've passed through the system. A home and candidates because I'm for her make quack away. Because I'm going to make you scan, the if assessment of a year vision care or memo. What can I say?
Vision care or memo very poor. I must be honest with you, very poor. Because my man cannot cry. I started to me this advocacy. At times, maybe me poor free reduce many calls, hospital, ben, I mean, call me, see. Let me just say, Mammy. So, can I say 2 days, 3 days, I'll be the cry. I beg and differ, say it is better to stick to the medication treatment than say, if you say, okay, when you're correct. Yeah, what my friend saying. Eye care centers Okromwa.
Yes.
Omo very good, very expert. Yes, I'm a advert among Omo very good. Just a way we and as you see also you far in no be bum have buying herbals and any man. When you're the right herbals on a year, but when you're the right a year, when you be bound when you know Omo say friend among. Adiba ko some person can sifa. Bible mu amaya say you wadi nyina okwan ba nyina ne fata. Nyankopon ne nyansa mu obo sefa betam akufo na chi. So what you say? Me wabo me say Moses be advocacy about IK. Wan frame ni keke say me fa nkoda dem mu. Ana wo yi teacher ni so on kira de class. Ana wo ye doctor ni say on hwe ani. Ana sofo so say on preach. Oil a ye kon soro gigu yani no so me seremu.
Hey, I'm for oil to go.
I'm for oil to go money. So spiritually, you're down for back kwame. Then you free out of this ignorance.
Kwaji
oil. I'm sorry, oil, anointed oil. No, the good. Where Yankupon to me, I didn't he's the final. Maybe to say, me that hope to Yankupon by some in the idea, ma'am. By or say, just walk through all medication. Doctor say, oh, when you know, not doctor, can you say, Mr. Asimesi, when you know, baby, a druno. Yent me, enye emma. What do how no money in Bible say yena aso ya deswa bra yemfa how nyina dey emre na wo de wani no because a newspapers in China ewo fa wo how nyina fa kona bomb pa say radi restore money mame because any e kania temesre oil your console sorry e di so yeni no so yenjai ana obi wo konfichiri o akosia dia haban we gu nani so nani tie ma me papa unim the chemical composition da bi my doctor approve me say and as if I can self medication yes we free payment control drunk on self medication Wako hospital doctor tells you do for gum twice in a day, no.
Na de gum.
Or they come 3 times.
Because those times I know Madam Catherine Mammy with me fat one and all the sin and I also I see a true who say fa atreno the necessity edukukumu no fa be miensa na wo also one or no intend I
jumantem doctor ka say next week Sambra for reviewer me sure sanko enu bi na me doctor ka say me sama manko ana me ni free on take me koya maybe ko be kire me say Moses when you stay in adu this is what we have to do administrative for men free upem enkoto aduro men for prescription enko men kese akohia to aduro egu na ni so ama ne ho to no dabi even kwaji obi aduro ko in general men kwaji obi aduro ennom because you na call hospital doctor ko yeden
prescription in the ma o
dabi akwabi a friend say eastern region obi baby small boy bi oye kuku ana kuku no bogu na ni so nso parent ndi akwara no be call hospital no omo ko yitontro a friend say old a friend say eye drop bi omo toy ana omo dem akwara say onko pharmacy onko to aduro for God so being good akwara nko duru honom nipa na wo pharmacy honom ohwa akwara na o se da bi we nya drop aduru me ha me do be call hospital do ko do omo ka chen say obehia ska ansa no o so mo ya akwara nani surgery nyesa nani no within a short time nani be den e be fira oh until I say lack of education or say it may intensify this education about eye care. Stay away from self-medication. Know the genetic history of your eye. Know the status of your eye. That's what I say. Senkabayo krampona or see it me trace it back. And we say, my family and the see. My bushim. So that will be taking friends and precaution towards what they.
That's being proactive.
Being proactive. Even cry say my friends say couples are mobile warrior or say mama who coin. Oh, let's check within our background. Say baby say no mo say mama na mobile woman. Probability ba kunkwala baby to my den. Enyabi. So that we take precautions towards that.
Alright, Moses Derry. Brena be ma me say afre for be mu 0551 56391 0555 657 278. Do you want Pacho more phones in Brana Ghana for any incomo because this is a very critical conversation. After anyone and he's given us some tips. Nema be a bit to me ayo emma emfa any wire no emfa. One of the things that I can't change is that we should stop self-medication. Yeah, I quite could do a dear good and so
imagine not be a revenue office of Ghana.
Yes,
but finally, me any up 37 stress radiance my didi. Stress radiance my didi. Na nyame o hata suri so onye ho no pese megina na ne ode ma betan say kona kobo da ru na obi ama na adwene ko ani no se fa bisa won so wo ani kura obra botesen ye ton ni wodwuma betima to
there you
wontimi nto ukunu oyere a won ne ti dem se nyame agara koma na say wani ku fra hwe obegya ho me victim of that it me srati for mutie na no pe ani ye nto wodwum ye ton wodwum bi wodwuma bisa won so betima to bi ana ana hefa kwa na akonya bia wo ani kura obra botesen wo bi na woni bi me minya kwa mo bidim kogyan ko sesere de ade o na wo nso e
wana baba so nsa
wana be so nsa
Ghana phone phrase 0551 56391 0555 65727 the right Moses Derry, a founder of Save the Eye Foundation and otisi I don't know and come out live on the show this morning. I guess my be in Sia na non cron abo and na pay menim say akasema ba kokura ma Ghana for akonya ma friends say dwumadi ne munti na yedie enye yenti na yedie na sankita hodie no aya na hu hia ma me papa say ubitimi afre na mo so nsem ahodo because when you share your experiences with us and as when you share experiences there are a lot of people who learn from the experiences that you share nipa be bring one is share be 80 free experiences no yankwa hama na so yancha se ne Ghana for nkumo good morning udini be afre feel hello good morning udini be afre feel Mbacho hani 0551 56391 0555 65727 two numbers you beat me afre na odia ba adwumadi so ene ano pay friend na yeni enkomo mamenka o say yes sports team no etnase na won e de happy sports dwumadi no e de brain one man soldier one man soldier the special one ba betrase no the happy sports ejumadi no e dey brain many can grand fan as kese from my age Sango 12 am no send you messages van azema na namu aku junior ba betimi afre me usma be num na yen sorry ejumadi enso 0551 56391 0555 65727 ora Moses we the on this me chat for. As when we wait for a one more free, the about you made it to an open.
The American chat for the say, or say you shake ye knew who ye, boy, and your bind. Mr. Mamma and Papa Mom Wujum. In foot true, a idea bit me Eddie anyhow. I bet me the how I brew any. When you know Papa Mo driver for, Mumfium when cause I ought to can road driving as I was starting who, I guess, and also like now starting who pictures rainbow colors.
Anyway, no,
I was starting who rainbow colors. Maunani Titia Hospital. We are the symptoms of glaucoma. Or so Maunani Titia. Yeah, my men, a real woman, minimize sebi one could generate an ayendi. By Miss Remo, a young Muntiso Kakra. And now foot through Musi. I they how beba. I'm not make from going come. Ye Maya, you told Muku to go.
Could only a month for bomb Koranapa.
Ye die. A bit me the pressure bound Colani. And I remember I know you know what them also the town put in a punch. I didn't bring gang. Who throw it any and teach to me straight here for a neon tongue. It's a moment boy and you who buying. Say Beya Dachi. Be made detective always can say them that's when you from be detective amount. It's a miss Miss Marjunso Anomda. Sans be Chris Camicotonsu will be antimanto amami. Me Junso Anamanomy. So what I say. And so can be to my question is canocoy. And to the Messre Ghana for and the mamma Munina say Miss Remo. Mama Monani Titia Hospital. So what is a ice cream or baby? Who can I say answer bisa doctor no questions? Maninu den I bisa questions. Your concern me in ya man so elfie. My money addict to digital device no. Because a bit how abrayani. Mama for Queens and I mention Dr. Kwame Obin Nyako. Our that third eye care and then me suffer Reverend Prophet Emmanuel Osu. Me tell me na me check sister part baby one na no pay na me check Ghana for me team na me share Ghana for single use plastics no mo me nyina nka mom say the BB a initiative say we no ye nyina nka mom na yemmoa na yenkutia single use plastics
my was already there we pick about 2 calls. Good morning, how do you know about review?
But your friend apara me kasa fi achembo so
apara mpacho mi ntiwe.
I damasi happy the enchechem kwa na mudima yenchi da akura intimin transi damasi pa na munchecha mudima doctor no say damasi
Pacho on your doctor
yanka Ghana mpenyi kubiti neti yanka bebo yin efa family we kuya for processing inyema ne ba na bua na etutuguna ye jodi phone na je se uko jibuti yakura na yo kasa ebedu teme hunya na ebi ni wo Chishade and so high and pass. I reckon penny for now, Morgan, I'm for processing at the Emanatam Diana City, one of things so. Then I had on it something you wait, say Coco. You didn't say born at that scene. Hence, I near the phone of Provian or the milk your phone.
No credit.
Help your papa and Hammy. If you would need the Hujuma and Calaboy and
but as it made Hujuma, I chamber to Sufu in your mammy. Young good morning, baby, I review. Yes, I'll something we your comb price.
The question is about 2 pieces of panini say we are carpenter. Now, so that's na so
something mammy ma no see kokona ko you need something ko you need so
but if I'm getting ye aha ana mana omutini wuro mu omu say do ba me tu eyem but we ko me pa so say man say takiana and I'll bet that's sorry. Nobody say I should be when you connect. I just want to be when you near photos. I don't think but I know some young fan calls to my Anna.
I know something. Ebusa a year and send me and son. Everything beat me and you quickly because if we are a sports team, no one more America crack or and there and pay. You can't patch up one chance. My over a there any Sansom and whatever.
Mr. Sifa, what can I say about sawdust? No, Miss Reno. So, friends, goggles are or yeah, on she because we're friends saw that a bob or nowhere and in so it may critique or require eye injury to Miss Reno or more than no spectacles. I don't care will be any cocoa so that symptoms in Kitty. Mr. No Fanco Hospital no more man. Mango chimney for Manco fat ponsu and woo Miss Reno on Fanco Hospital.
Mose a mania Munya and Frecacra. What was a man who fusu and a yes, any idea, no munyas idea. Doctor Benegas as a natural you Mr. Muntimi Freview. Ora, Moses Darren fan number, and to just save the Eye Foundation, Kofa Bayano. I cry for a number to Janet Yenser.
But to save the Eye Foundation, open cell contact here with the free. School Asoro by Bibia Mobi, I'm waiting my friend. 0550 891415.
0550 891415.
Ofra, my madam na bepiki. It's a misreading, sorry, say a bomb open. I am Mumbi and Emrani and Mummy at the swimming. A son say any young Tomo. And I know Bibian a big man who can say, or Baby Gentleman in Onomakasa. It's a misread at T4. Mummy in Uncambo. No bishop I saw or boy save the foundation. The same number 0550 891415. Your alajo, but Bibia will be up say, no, Uku and answer sorry and I Bibiano. Freya, a beba near no abekasa, near to your hoof. Sebaya, o mate send me. Come me and come to say.
Mena ora Moses Derry as a cover by Save the Air Foundation Artificial Nutrition Como age Median so and pay. That's how we wrap up Friday's edition of the Happy Morning Show. Young Fanas Kessie and Fama Obibia boy and make a made in this year ma ye de ebremo live on your number one dial. Happy 989 FM. Your friend young Pastor this year, Diana brother this year, Jensen Henena Joseph Dankwa Yamepa, a draw ever since she will be a Casimadu. I'm an unseen boy. A better nice view. Not said the common said the died on Happy 90.9 FM. Your number one dial. I had cook was in a cancer maybe no after be a dear two mutrima umbedi ebedi jumanemu adia back on say when need and capsumi bia. What your family in our hospital ben premium near you any and from always say a home be here pa a home be here pa. Thank you. Yana Mosimo, I'm afraid, I'm afraid I'm Manano, Monfanchen, Brennason, yes, also, the special one at the Happy Sports, Jumediano at the Brain, Free Sabia Cobra, Premo, Ebeto, Yafana Semana, Amwa Con Junior, Joel Sanko, a rapper Fati Shaibu Ali, news team, digital team, and operations team, set mobile made Jumediano, a Bray T4, and Asher 4. That means right, Uncle, Jumedia Quacudiano, Chevi, Biano, on me. Only a one full film and confirm Rasum Jibu. Is ambitious. Yes, I didn't see. I suffer every man.